fan content policy, the OGL doesn't and will not touch that. Your accessories for your own content, so no changes to the OGL will affect your ability to sell minis, novels, apparel, dice, and other items related to your creations, characters, and worlds.
Well, that's nice.
Non-published works, for instance, contracted services. You use the OGL if you want to. You use the OGL if you want to publish your works that reference 5th edition content through the SRD. That means commissioned work, paid DM services, consulting, and so on aren't affected by the OGL. Virtual
so you know
tabletop.
what that means, right? 3.5.
Virtual tabletop content. Any updates to the OGL will still allow any creator to publish content on virtual tabletops and will still allow virtual tabletop publishers to use OGL content on their platform. Content for the DM's Guild. The content you release on DM's Guild is published under a community content agreement with Dungeon Masters Guild. This is not changing. Your OGL 1.0A content, nothing will impact any content you have published under OGL 1.0A. That will always be licensed under the OGL 1.0A, which is basically them saying that they're not going to revoke previous OGL licenses. Yeah. Like they were saying in the 1.1 leak. Well, I mean, it was leaked. Yeah. Draft. It wasn't a draft. They sent it with contracts to sign. There's no calling it a draft. It's not.
It was a really good draft.
Yeah.
High standards there.
No, your revenue. There will be no royalty or financial reporting requirements, and you will continue to own your content with no license back requirements. Those are the things they promised. But it was so funny because the D&D Shorts guy followed up with a tweet, a source that said he had from a verified source that was like verified by like two other. One of them was Jenny D, who had talked to the same source, but like then a different source. Where he's like, it turns out nobody actually reads your written in feedback on the surveys for the playtest material. Nobody touches it. The only way they use it is to determine whether or not people people are positively responding to the most recent changes that they've made. They're not taking people's like gameplay feedback into consideration.
Well,
you know, the thing about it is that D&D Shorts guy, a lot of his videos are very clickbaity, but he's been doing a very good job just ripping Wizards a new one. like, God, you know, like
they'll still say something, and then like Linda Cadega from Gizmodo basically, you know, after a bit puts out an article that says, yeah, no, that's true.
Man, Wizards, you fucked around, you found out. That's
I did.
Really, really good. Excellent work.
So Howard said he's gonna be late.
Yeah, I know.
We gotta get started. And we're streaming already,
so over 40. I just want to get this last little blip out. Over 40,000 D&D Beyond subscriptions have been canceled, which doesn't sound like a lot because there's a lot more players than there are D&D Beyond subscribers, but annually that is like, someone did the math, it's like $6 billion down the drain.
Yeah, that's a big hit.
Because is like the basic subscription, how much is a subscription for D&D Beyond cost?
I don't know because I never thought to look into one, honestly.
Yeah, I think I had it for like a little bit at one point.
Hold on, let me check.
Just in the constant growth track they're on, that's a big fucking hit.
So the basic one starts at $3 a month, and then the master one is $6 a month.
Aw. So yeah, that's, I mean, Jesus.
So like,
Christ.
if assuming 40, like if let's just say $5, I put it in the middle, right? So 40,000 times 5.
Oh my God.
A month.
And then, yeah, and then times that by 12. That's how much Wizards lose. Oh, that's how much Wizards is losing, or Hasbro is losing.
Yeah.
Just a furry noodle.
Cute.
Oh my God.
So it's like that definitely will affect their bottom line.
It's gonna be my companion today.
Well, that's
Do you see?
That's what they
You
get
play the role of Gus.
Gamer Gus.
I got as a Christmas present. This is my Gus.
I love
little kitsune.
I don't have a Gus. Where's my
All right, let's go.
All right, fine.
Oh my God! It doesn't look like a teddy bear anymore. It looks like an animal, like an actual animal.
Look at her butt.
That leg definition. Oh my goodness. You can't show that on Twitch.
Terms of
Okay,
service.
Oh,
She's decent. She covered it.
no.
Right.
Don't whore your dog out. Jesus Christ.
That's how we get viewers.
Fine. All right. So
Anyway, so I just subscribed for a 12-year subscription of D&D Beyond. I just pre-order everything they have.
Oh God.
What you guys?
okay, bye.
Negative inspiration. All right, let's roll.
All right. So when we last left our heroes a month and a half ago,
Oh my God.
more
Seems like
2
forever.
months. I think it's actually been 2 months.
Do you want to know?
Yeah,
do you want to know exactly when our last session was?
Nope.
Well, for Icewind Dale, because our last session was the 30th,
Right.
but November 16th.
We've been gone for a little bit, guys.
So 2 months ago, two months have passed. How many abbeys have
Never
you guys
gonna
built in that time? All right. So when we last left our hero 2 months ago, you have made your way up the spine of the world, navigating the treacherous pathways using Swift's survival abilities and Beery's intuition, going back home. There, you discovered the Thun-La-Kalaga clan, also known as the Worm Doom. Wow, I had a brain fart there. I'm sorry. The Worm Doom clan. And upon arrival, you feasted and supped and sipped until your bellies were fit to burst. And yet, the hardest thing to get down was everyone's pride, because Beery had to talk to her chief, who was also her father, about potentially ending a centuries-long feud and extending an olive branch to the Sky Tower clan, which was met with immediate and swift. Not you, Swift. immediate, met with an immediate and fast rebuke. Things got heated. People in real life got upset, and I apologize about that.
Sorry. It's a hot button topic.
But in the end, you did manage to win Chief Ogalai over, and he handed Beery his sacred white cloak that has been passed down from. I'm sorry, my eyes are really dry. This is not DM despair. Just my eyes are really dry for some reason.
I'm doing
I was
the
gonna
same
say,
thing,
man.
but I can't rub my eyes.
Despair, for your eyes are dry.
I need to do this fun thing. Yeah, makeup.
But
Okay.
but Chief Ogalai gave Beery the sacred white cloak of the previous clans of the Thun-La-Kalaga chieftains, by way of as acting as an olive branch. This was after you guys became honorary members, except for Gar, because things became honorary members of the Worm Doom clan, by having to relive some pretty traumatic shit. And now you guys were en route to the Sky Tower shelter when you came across Bartholomew, the Awakened, and now you realize radicalized Fox, and he has led you into a copse to
To the cops? No.
yeah.
Snitch.
He's a snitch.
Put down your weapon.
Snitches get stitches, Bartholomew.
I'm not stitching that fucker up.
Drop your weapon. Roll me a perception check. As soon as they say "whoa," they start firing. So, anyway. No, but they led you to a forest copse, not an urban copse.
Forest cops.
God
They
damn
have
it.
two bigger hats.
That's just called forest rangers.
To the Mounties.
You say
Because we're in the mountains.
So you ran to Smokey the Bear. And
He's retired. It's Ember the Fox now. Give it the times.
whatever. Okay, so you go to a mountain copse where he says that he has found members of the Tiger Tribe. However, when he gets there, he gives a snarky apology, and then the trees start to become animated and cracking their pine knuckles in preparations for a fight. And so that's where we're going to pick right back up and roll for initiative, everybody.
Oh man.
Oh, we're here.
Yeah.
Right
We've
off
done
the
it.
bat.
You wanna?
Yeah.
Can we?
Where's my token?
I was gonna say, can we get a combat
No,
screen?
you can't. Oh yeah, hold on. Sorry. I've been used to being on my screen. I didn't realize that I was on the wrong screen. My apologies. I am
It's okay. It's been 2 months.
I am incredibly rusty and also super nervous. So please
I had to read through all of my abilities to remember what they do.
So I made
Why are you
something
nervous?
for our end of campaign celebration, by the way, and I put the years we've been playing this campaign, and I put the last year, and I was like, I don't know if this is even gonna be right. I don't
Is
know
that
if we're
gonna be
actually
it?
gonna finish it this year.
Don't put that in the universe.
I'm just saying, I put it down, and I was like, I feel like I have now jeopardized this.
No, what you need to do is that you just need to go the Mega Man route and put 20XX. So there's like
20 XDX.
I mean, what if it's strange?
but not. Hold on, wait. I want to give. Oh, also, yeah. You guys were all like half health for some reason. I don't know why. So, but you had all been like resting and stuff, so you can fix that. However, one last thing I want to note is that before combat starts, not Gus, because Gus can't talk yet. But Bartholomew says his snarky apology, and then you see him vanish into a nearby bush, and it doesn't seem impressive at first, but then like the wind blows and like you don't see any trails that he had left behind. Ooh, spooky.
Ooh.
Ooh.
It's inside- the tree is now a mech. He's inside of it. This is how you get Lancer into this game.
All right, so this is going to be a 4d6 system. We are not playing d20. Actually, I think it's a d12 system. Anyways, all right. Robert is nonplussed about it.
Sorry, I'm just thinking of. I'm first, so I'm thinking about what I'm doing on my turn.
All right.
Hey, why is Barry so small?
Because she is lacking confidence in her abilities.
So we have
Never
2
lacked
trees.
confidence.
Yes, you see the trees like the limbs reach down to the ground and they put their palms, the palm trees, on the ground and they uproot themselves as these big gnarly feet clamber out into the rocky
Guys.
copper soil.
Octavio, you know what to do. Burn him to the ground.
They may be friendly.
I cannot believe an animal has betrayed me. I thought people were the only ones who could betray me.
Don't beat yourself up. It's a radicalized.
I will not beat myself
You.
up. I will beat the trees up.
Now
And I'm going to fire. I'm going to fire 3 shots at the closest tree.
Now the trees have betrayed me, and this is how Swift becomes a nihilist.
Nothing is sacred. Nothing is sacred. Everything is permissible. So let's just go ahead and fire 3 shots.
Alrighty.
I have a question. Do the trees rely on dark vision to see me,
That is an excellent question.
or do they have blind sight?
Or like mycelium sight.
They just feel you through the ground.
That is an excellent question. Because even like the stat block's like,
It's a tree, man. I don't know.
I don't know, figure it out. You know what? I'll say
grandmother
I'll say-
willow situation.
I'll say because it's a tree, it's going to use tremor sense.
Okay, so I'm probably close enough for it to know I'm here.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, so I'm just gonna go ahead and fire 3 shots.
How the fuck does it not have?
Does a 16 hit?
A 16 does in fact hit.
So that's the first one's gonna be 7 points of. Actually, what is that? Is it a 2? I'm gonna re-roll that.
Wizards have questions about your fucking tree
It's
stats.
an 8, right?
I mean, I have other questions, but this one's more pertinent right now.
So 11 on the first one. That's a 28 to hit on the second one.
Yeah, that is.
So that's 20 total. And then the last one is a natural 20.
Okay.
And because it's the extra one that comes from Gloomstalker, I get to roll an extra D8, but that's doubled to 2D8, so it's 4D8. So it's going to be 37, and then roll 2 additional D8. 48 points of damage total.
Oh, holy shit. Okay. So which one are you attacking?
This one, the one that's closer.
Okay. All right. So Swift fires off the I almost said bolts. Swift fires off the arrows, and you see the arrows like and it's like one takes off a little bit of bark, one takes off like a little bit more, and then the third one actually no, what happens? Because I thought this was cooler. You see, the first one takes off a little bit of bark. The second one manages to penetrate and causes a crack, a fissure to form in the trunk. And then the third one comes and punches through that second arrow, and you see the tree like the wedge start to split betwixt the tree, and now it's like two half trees. It's like raw. I don't know. Do trees roar? Sure.
Flopping around.
Yeah.
And let's see. Do I have a bonus action? Sure. I'll use one of my shifts. So I'll attacks can't have advantage against me. I have advantage on wisdom perception checks, and I get some temp HP. And then I'm going to take a step behind Beery, and then I'm gonna pass my turn.
Okay. All right, Octavia. You just saw Swift pretty much fell a tree with arrows. I don't know how it's physically possible. We're not worrying about that right now.
It's magic.
Magic.
So what are you going to do?
I can't select my token. Here you go. I am gonna come over here and just roll from behind Mittens, just into the snow, and as I'm rolling, just 3 scorching rays.
Okay, actually, wait, hold on. Before you do that, sorry, I don't want this to affect your decision.
But there's spikes all around you.
Yeah, sorry. No, when the tree like starts to split, only Swift, because I saw everyone else passing perceptions. Swift, you see a figure tumble out of the top of the tree.
Yeah. We have another guest.
Oh man.
Do I see what it is?
It is a person, covered in furs, and it looks like they have like white, like war paint on. Like you didn't get a really good look at it, but you see somebody fall out of the tree.
Very good.
This is the one that he attacked, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Boop, boop, boop.
All right, actually all 3 of those hit. Fantastic.
Cool.
Okay, so that's 15.
Oh wow, I can't see my 5.
All
Yeah,
right.
roll20 has been weird about that recently. If you like zoom in and then zoom out again, it fixes it.
Okay,
So
so
browser zoom in or
Like browser zoom in. Yeah.
So you start blasting the tree, and you hit one of the parts that's like split in half, and you see the tree try like it catches on fire. The split half catches on fire, and you see the tree try to like put itself back together. And when that happens, the part that's on fire catches on with the part that's not on fire, and the whole thing is filled up with a Roman candle. Just
Nice. And then I'm gonna finish by moving just right here, right behind Swift and.
It's like a stack behind Beery.
and this one
So
probably.
you guys know I put the auras I have going on around me because they are bonuses to you guys. So
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Andrew, can you put an aura on her so we can see where the range is?
Oh yeah, it's a 10 foot.
it's 10 foot
Okay,
for
good.
both of them.
Okie dokie, let me see what I can do here. I see a
So
lot.
your walking speed is increased by 10 feet if we start within 5 feet of
Oh.
you.
Yep. And the aura of protection, you get advantage. Oh, sorry. Get a bonus to saving throws equal to my charisma modifier.
Right. Cool. Well, it's Beery's turn.
Okay. So that tree is down. Do I happen to see this figure?
No, you didn't. You did.
Okay. Well, balls. This guy's too far.
Was your walking speed increased by 10?
Oh, it is. Just kidding. Alrighty. I am going to... Beery basically like crouches down to the ground and launches herself at this tree.
Like the starting line in a race.
Yeah, you watch the ground and ice like crack underneath my feet when I launch off.
Do you like fucking spray Octavio and Swift with ice?
It's funny you should say that. What does Beery weigh?
Oh god.
Rude.
Yeah, you're not supposed to ask that.
You don't ask a lady that.
Apparently 350.
Okay.
As you,
Oh no.
I was gonna say, as you crack into
the hallucinatory territory that has been casted over this area breaks. And do you see what's on the screen now?
Oh shit.
And Barry, you fall through the ice as you as you start running towards one of the trees.
Oh great. So just ignore all my slashes. Also don't know why I can't roll for my sword, but okay, whatever, go on. Can I make a dexterity saving throw to see if I catch myself before I plummet to my doom?
Absolutely, you can.
Okay.
your watery doom.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Also, are you
frigid
wearing-
water?
Yikes.
Are you wearing? Ooh.
That's not gonna do it.
Okay, Barry, what kind of armor are you wearing? Is it heavy armor?
Let's scroll down my very long list of items. I actually don't see it. I'm pretty sure it's splint armor, so yes.
Ooh, Barry. Oh, Barry.
Ooh,
Oh shit.
you sink like a rock.
Oh god.
All right, so gonna have to look up the rules on drowning,
Oh no!
because now that's happening. Meanwhile,
There's a tree. It's looming over, watching Beery drown.
on the wind, you hear someone cackling. Like
It's
this-
Andrew, because he got you. He got your ass. Hallucinatory terrain.
because Jose gave me an extra week to prep.
Damn you, Jose!
What? No.
No, that's not true. No, I actually had this set up the whole time.
Uh-huh.
Somebody look up the rules on drowning while I
got it.
while I do other stuff. Okay.
Oh, I need to crack open my dungeon.
It says here that nothing happens, and in fact, if you're wearing heavy armor, you just float back up.
Nice!
I know for a
sweet.
fact that's not true.
But I'm buoyant!
Somebody that's not Jose, look up the rules.
Oh, this
I think
is.
we did this at one. We did this at one time.
Can't you hold your breath an amount of minutes equal to your strength?
Constitution modifier.
Your Constitution modifier, yeah.
Yeah. So it's 30 seconds. His spirit can be extended as long as 6 minutes, depending on your Constitution modifier. That means character could hold their breath. Azula, stop biting my toes, bro.
Okay, so from on top of this tree here, you see a figure reveal themselves to the moonlight, cackling as the hallucinatory terrain that they casted has fallen away, and they point a finger, cackling still at specifically Swift and Octavio. And hold on, I got to see if it will get Mittens too. Oh yeah, it will. Okay, so
Oh, no.
I need
Oh god.
I need everybody that's not underwater right now to make me a dexterity saving throw.
Okay, so you can hold your breath for a number of minutes equal to 1 plus your Constitution modifier.
Nice.
Oh, you kidding me? I have a plus
So you
8.
can. When you can no longer hold your breath, you survive for a number of rounds equal to your Constitution modifier.
Unbelievable.
After this time has passed, you drop to 0 hit points at the start of your next turn. You are dying. You can't stabilize or heal until you are able to breathe again. So you have 6 minutes. And then after that... Well, actually, what is your Constitution modifier?
4. So I have 5
So you
minutes.
have 5 minutes.
You have 30 rounds.
Yeah.
I hope we can do it.
What am I doing?
Ryan's literally just gonna sink to the bottom and then walk to the edge.
Walk really angrily.
I can walk to the edge and punch through the ice. I mean, come on.
Nothing feels worse than having a +8 to your dexterity save and then rolling a 2. Like,
Oosh.
Yeah.
Okay, so actually everyone but Swift made this. So the druid atop the awakened tree like rides one of the limbs and cackling madly, and you see when it swings out a saber-toothed fang on a string, just illuminated by the moonlight real quick, right before a hailstorm falls upon all three of you, and those that did not make the save take 13 bludgeoning damage and 10 cold damage, and anyone that did takes half that.
and I take half the cold damage because of the Ring of Warmth.
Okay, well there you go. Well, fine then. But you see, but the druid is
18.
high. The druid is high up on the tree, like kind of swinging on the.
Can
on the
Wow.
top.
Can I do Hellish Rebuke because of my? It's one of these. So many things. It's been a minute. Yeah, I can do what's his trade? When you finish it, when you reach the fifth level. Yeah, it's a reaction, right?
Yep,
Yeah. So I can do Hellish Rebuke on him.
absolutely.
Hellish Rebuke.
Okay, what do I got to roll? 'Cause I know I got to roll something. Let's shake off that rust, guys. Come on.
I think it's Dex, isn't it?
Dexterity saving throw, yeah.
Oof.
Against my 16. You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna cast it at 4th level.
Ooh.
Damn.
Can you do that
Yeah.
if it's a racial ability?
I mean, it says when you cast the spells, the second level or higher, the damage increases
Okay.
by 1d10.
All right, that's fine. That's all.
I was
I
saying,
wanna-
usually the racial spells let you also teach you the spell if you have a spellcasting ability, so you can cast it at a higher level.
Okay.
I just didn't know how racial abilities work on spellcasting, so that's fine. All right, so the druid did not in fact make their dex save.
Ooh.
So
Oh.
25.
Holy
plus-
shit!
Nice.
Ooh.
25 plus 5, so 30.
Oh, because
It's
your
higher.
fire damage.
Oh, you know what? It might help if I revealed this druid, don't you think? Come on, Andrew, get it together. Jesus, you're embarrassing me.
Que pena.
I just assumed they were dressed in leaves.
They were one of these
Okay,
bushes.
So, I'm sorry. What was the total damage?
30.
30. Ooh.
Yeah.
Wow.
So you hear the druid cackling, and then a mad glint gets in Octavio's eye, and then the cackling turns to shrieking real quick.
Wow.
The cackling turns to burning, turns to.
Just as on. No, I mean, it's not the druid's not dead, but on top of this pine tree, Octavio put a Christmas star on top of it.
Also, I missed the damage that we took for that saving throw.
It was 13 and 10, right? But you succeeded, so it's half.
Yeah, so 23, that'll be... I can do math. 11? 'Cause it's down,
11.
right?
Yeah, 11.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
so I get hit by it, and I'm like, "Ah, you son of a..."
Thank God for that 6 temp HP. I took 18.
Could I have empowered that too? No, I'm just kidding.
No.
Just release every single ability I have on this one.
All of
Oh
us.
my goodness.
Oh wait, hold on, Jose.
That
You
should work.
can do that. But you remember that time in Warzone where you could have read?
No, damn it!
I don't forget these things. All right, man, it's your turn.
Yeah, God.
I
Um,
regret it.
So I'm assuming I can see this guy here, so I'm gonna try to run around this little cove and try to attack him. And I'm gonna use feline agility, kind of bouncing from tree to tree and then jumping around here. So let me draw my path. So all the trees.
Okay.
And I'm gonna say hello to this guy.
Oh my gosh. Oh, so you're just gonna like just saunter up to them,
Basically.
ignoring the berry-shaped hole in the ice.
Miri has a few more rounds. She can wait. We'll get to her. I have
Standing
rope.
and looking at my watch, just like.
I,
Come on,
I have rope. It's all part of the plan.
She's got 29 more rounds. She's okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, as I run up to this guy, I will short sword him.
Okay. Oh wait, hold on. No. Oh, hold on. Are you attacking because the druid's on top of the tree?
Oh, okay.
He's
I thought he was just like. Wait, did we knock him out of the tree?
No, not this one.
Oh,
No.
gotcha. Okay.
Nobody knows about the one over there except Swift.
Okay. So in that case, I can see him in the tree, though, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's or they're high up. Sorry, I don't want to.
Why are your attacks not
Also-
rolling?
I've been wondering the same thing, because that happened to me too.
I don't know. I clicked it.
I thought it was.
Yeah.
Being a champ down here. It's my old resistance.
Yeah, that's really bizarre.
Gary is just nonplussed.
It's rolling the right numbers.
Just gonna come out with a fish in my hand.
Right, it's just not rolling the attack, it's rolling the damage.
Yeah. It was doing the same thing for me, so.
Don't know how to fix that.
There might be something on your
roll 20.
it might be something on your sheet that got unchecked for some reason.
Oh,
You're
maybe.
using what? Are you using a short bow or are you using a?
Light crossbow.
Yeah, it's just not rolling the there it is. Yeah, it's just not rolling the number in the chat
Yeah.
when they click on it.
That's weird. Okay. All right. Well, whatever. That hits.
Yeah. I mean, the numbers are fine. Like when I hover over it, all the math is the same.
That is so weird. I don't know why it's going on, but okay. Well, we'll put that on the roll 20's freaking out thing.
Add it to the
But-
counter.
Okay, but yes, you do hit. So, and the and so the you're still aiming for the druid, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so the druid is shrieking, and now they got like a crossbow bolt in them. So you hear the wailing stop, and then they look down and see the crossbow bolt, and there's like, ah!
As the wailing begins anew.
with
Different tone.
with a slightly higher pitch.
Yeah.
Let's see. Okay, so that tree's dead. This tree, however, is not, because they somehow managed to roll in sequence. I didn't plan that; it just happened that way. And you hear the druid yell something in druidic. What it says we don't know. Oh, because Howard just show up. Anyways, but the druid yells something in druidic, and you see the tree just like reel back and then like scoop the ground in front of you, Mittens, to try to attack you. But you see the pine claws like dragging up and kick up dirt and snow. But you do manage to keenly dodge out of the way.
Nice.
Let's see. Something happens. Hold on. I have to roll some things off screen, kinda. Oh no. Okay.
Vamp for Howard to get in.
Yeah. So. Let's talk more about the OGL.
Let's take a minute in the middle of this combat to talk to you about the OGL.
You know what? You know who else rolled a 1 on their stealth check? Wizards of the Coast. No, I actually did roll a 1 on my stealth check, and you see this druid like peek out behind a tree, not quite knowing the pass without trace has disappeared on them. I hate to see them like and then like try to slink back into the shadows.
Swift just looks directly at them and just sort of goes,
Wait.
Just making eye contact with
Howard!
Hi, I'm in the scary room again.
I was gonna say,
blink twice
You're
if
in
you
the
need help.
murder room.
Back to the murder room.
when are you gonna
Quick roll initiative for Gar.
Oh, are we in
Yeah,
combat?
Oh, yeah.
we're on the top.
Oh, no.
We're on the top
We're
of
fighting some druids.
You're also
Bet.
level 7.
Turns out we're the one we're fighting you.
Okay, that makes sense.
It's coming.
We're fighting some druids that I put way too much stock into their abilities on, and now, as with the way of all D&D combat, has turned into like a fucking shit show.
Oh,
Yeah, Fury fell through the ice.
yeah, I did. Right out of the gate.
As you can see in the picture on the chat.
I did a really cool All Might move, and then I fell through the ice. So.
Okay, well, hold on. Context. There was hallucinatory terrain, which is the only cool thing these druids did, and Barry managed to fall through the ice, and then after that, it's the Benny Hill theme just starts.
I'm sitting there just waiting for my turn now.
So what is that? Con saves at that point? I don't even know what you do.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
have 5 minutes before I drown.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Get out of the water in 5
So
minutes.
I'm just sitting at the bottom of the lake, just like, what the fuck? What the fuck?
Yeah, just really angry at the fact you can't kill anything.
My sword is already steaming with searing smite.
Yeah.
Like,
Boiling away.
yeah, it's actually really nice and warm down there right now.
I do have a question, Andrew.
See.
Is this druid that I've seen failing to hide themselves? Are they prone? Are they like hiding behind something? What's the situation?
They
with them?
they are currently peeking out from behind a tree, so they do have half cover.
Okay. I'm going to use my bonus action to cast Zephyr Strike.
Okay.
And-
By the way, Barry, I just rolled for it. The pond is 47 feet deep. So
Oh wow.
Oh man.
that's like
Okay,
this is the
sorry.
fucking Lake Baikal of ponds.
I was just, oh, it's 15 feet to the shoreline. Cool.
It's a really deep pond.
Did
I'm
you
glad I
roll like a D100 and then just like 47?
I mean, I had to do something.
You find like really large-eyed seals at the bottom.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
I just watched my ass like sink down slowly.
And then just the worst headache as all that pressure starts to build.
Anybody who does not know Lake Baikal is the deepest freshwater lake in the world,
Okay,
I believe.
I didn't want it to be like Barry falls through the ice and it's just like up to her shins. It's like, oh well, that's inconvenient. Like,
Not
So
my
you
feet
went
are
the
wet.
opposite
Oh,
direction
my
of it.
shoes are wet.
Yeah.
damn it! We had to take a short break so I can hang up my socks.
How far is it? It's only 15 feet to the shoreline, though, right?
Yes.
All right. Well, I'm gonna finish my turn really quick.
Sorry.
No, we were goofing. Swift is going to just run off up behind them, switching over to the rapier. And I'm going to take 2 attacks. The first one's going to be at advantage because of Zephyr Strike.
Okay.
That's a 23 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Plus.
Yes, I think you managed to get past their hide armor with that 20.
So second attack is normal. That's an 18 to hit.
Okay.
Does that also hit?
That does in fact hit.
Okay. I'm gonna re-roll the d8 on that for the piercer feat. See if I can get higher than a 3. I did. I got a 4. So that's 15 plus 9 is 24 points of damage.
Okay.
Cool.
Now I have a question for you. What's the nature of your damage?
It's piercing damage, but the extra d8 from, so it's 22 piercing to force.
Okay. All right. So you see.
I got fucking stone skin.
No. It's got something, but it ain't got stone skin. So you see the rapier you're jabbing them, like you are stabbing them. However, you have stabbed plenty of things with this rapier, and you know for a fact like math is not adding up in your head. Like the damage you are doing is not equal to what the damage that is, you're creating onto this person. Something's not quite right. And you see the druid turn to you, and when you saw it peeking out before, they were just, like a druid, like a person with like face paint on. But then when they turn to you, you see they have like the slit of a feline eye looking back at you.
Oh.
All right,
Oh, that's not good.
It's your turn, Octavio.
guys, should we be concerned about Beery? I see bubbles going.
It'll be fine. It's not the first time she's fallen into a lake.
Min's just gonna yell, "I'm working on it."
I am going to. First of all, is Gar back?
You're gonna put me in the turn
I don't have
order.
a token yet. Also, I am.
No, you're there.
Yeah, you should be here.
You're there at the bottom.
Gar just walks up. Hey guys, it's been a while.
Hey, what? Hey, oh my God! Gar, you also might want to heal yourself, Gar.
Oh,
I don't
I'm
know
all
why
the way
you're
at the bottom. Okay, I was like,
Yeah.
I couldn't even find myself. Okay.
Well, because I couldn't put you guys on the pond. Like,
Yeah, that makes sense.
I'm gonna say this, but I'm not an asshole. Come on.
You start on the pond. Roll a dexterity saving throw.
Roll initiative, and now roll me con saves, everybody.
I'm also very heavy, so that would not go well.
Oh, you know what? Next time I'll do that.
I am going to. Hellish Rebuke worked pretty well.
We do need to know what Gar's initiative is, though, before we.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Running it right now. There it goes.
Just in case it's higher than Octavia's for some reason.
Yeah. So you gotta go right after me. So yeah, I'm like, guys,
Thanks.
should we worry about Beery? No, everything's okay. So I turn around and I see him.
Gar's
Oh,
here.
fucking shit! Hi, Gar.
What do you mean?
Hey,
The whole time.
Gar's back. I do a cool flip this way, and then I sneak behind this area here, go through the bushes, take my time, go behind the rocks, get over here, and then shoot Hellish Rebuke.
No, because you moved 70 feet somehow, so
75 feet, actually.
How did that work?
because you are inefficient with your movement speed. Inefficient, sorry, not inefficient.
On this dude.
So you're gonna cast
Yeah,
Hellish
this-
Rebuke on him?
No, Scorching Ray.
Oh, I thought I said
dive-
Hellish Rebuke.
So
Dive into the snow, roll into the bushes.
the
creep
right
behind.
side, right? 10, 15, 17.
Yeah. The left side.
Okay.
15, 19, 21.
All right. Yeah. That. Okay. Yeah. You have plenty of range. Yes, that does all three of those. In fact.
Oh wait, no,
you hit.
my eyeball. I forgot. No, he's right. So the lowest one. So 10, 15, 17.
Oh, very good. Okay, so only two of those hit instead of the three. So
Cool.
yeah. So the first one goes wide. And you're like, shit. So you
Wait,
know,
that's
Hmm?
11, 18, 23 total.
okay. So the first one goes wide, but then so then you adjust for the wind or something like that.
Something.
I close my other eye.
You're like, wait. All right, now we're good. And you blast off the other two scorching rays, and this guy's not having a good time. They're not dead, unfortunately, but they are on fire and they got a crossbow bolt in them. This poor guy.
They're having a bad time.
Yeah. By the way, I'm attempted to hide over here. I don't know if that applies to anything, but.
Well, I mean, you didn't do the hide action, so that unfortunately.
Oh, okay. Well, that's
Yeah.
fine. I forgot it was an action.
Yeah. So this druid is stuck in a conundrum to where they know they can't drop from the tree because that'll be more additional damage. So they're now essentially stuck up where they were at. Okay, Gar.
Which one of
Things
these
are happening.
is? Yeah. Which one's hurt more?
Definitely this one.
Sorry, my screen is really small, so I'm making do with the left one.
Yeah, the one on the left.
Got it.
Also, I believe this tree, animated tree, is untouched.
Oh, the tree's alive.
Oh yeah, the tree is also an enemy. Yes,
Okay.
we killed this one.
Welcome back.
You killed the tree. Okay.
It was druids on top of awakened trees.
Got it.
So, yeah.
All right.
Oh, you missed the part where we were led into this ambush by Bartholomew, the fox. He betrayed us.
That radicalized fox. Yep.
That's messed up.
It is
no.
messed up. Swift doesn't know how to deal with that an animal betrayed us.
And before he disappears in the bushes, the last words you hear from him are, "The only thing we have left to lose are our shackles."
Oh, no.
You have a lot more to lose than that, you bitch of a fox.
Oh, you bitch of a fox.
Anyways, all right, go.
I'm gonna use my movement to move right up against. So this one's not up in the air. They're like on the ground.
They're on the ground because I knocked them out of the tree.
All right, let's give this a shot. Hold person.
Ooh.
Oh, God damn it. Okay.
Ooh.
right,
Don't
so-
say.
what's the
DC of 15.
15? Okay.
Druid's got wisdom.
How do you imagine that?
That's true, they do.
Guard doesn't actually cast a spell. He just goes up and bear hugs them.
hoping they were in the
Literally
tree.
a whole person.
I imagine he waved his shillelagh stick over the person and then just ropes descended.
Okay, so Swift, the druid turns and they have that feline eye, the cat eye. That's like it's like a searing yellow color, and you're like, oh shit! And then the druid doesn't do anything, and then doesn't do anything further. And then you lean over and you see Guard just.
I see Guard. I'm just like, oh, good timing.
you see the eye just like.
And then Swift just smiles.
Just Gar. All right, Barry.
What will you do?
Sorry. Sorry,
All
okay.
right. Take
Can
1d6
I
drowning damage.
just
What?
walk out?
Yeah, is it like angled? Like a
What if
ramp?
I
That's how I'm
just?
imagining it. Can I just walk over here to the shoreline?
Okay, it's gonna be pretty steep because I said for some reason it's 47 feet down, just right there. So do give me an athletics check.
Turns out this is a natural spring.
Yeah, the water's not cold. It's like 76 degrees.
Oh, how nice. You should stay here.
I'm
Yeah, it is
kidding.
better.
It's frigid. All
All
right.
right, 17.
Had to be an
Okay.
18.
Okay, now roll me a strength check with advantage.
Okay. Wow.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Okay, so you're at the awkward
All right.
situation where you do manage to make it to the shoreline, but you can't break through the ice that you're at right now. So you get.
Classic movie scenario.
I'm going to go ahead and use my Peerless Athlete feat. Maybe I can redo it.
Sure,
Charge up real fast.
sure. I'll allow it.
Okay. Another strength.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh
You-
no.
Mittens,
You're underwater.
you see a gauntleted fist strike the ice and manages to crack it a bit, but it's still like you hear like the of the ice. But you know there's a very pissed off Barry on the end. And maybe a part of you is like, yeah, she's got this.
Did the lake freeze over again after she fell in?
No, the let's see, the area that she fell in, which is right here, I'll say, is still very much open.
Okay.
Don't
if
go in
someone,
there.
if
Also,
someone-
are there any fish? Can I just like grab one out on the ice while I'm hanging out down here? Because I would like to
Right.
beat the shit out of the druid with a fish. It'd be great. That's all I've been dreaming of
Oh
since I
my
got into the
God.
water.
And
That's
then
gonna
we
be a
eat the fish.
that's gonna be a survival check, and that's gonna have to be a different round, unfortunately.
Damn.
It's gonna take you
Also,
an
an
entire round to
extra
grab
round
a
down
knucklehead, a freshwater knucklehead trout.
It got frozen into the water. It's fine. It's like right there.
Chisel out the fish
Fresh
out of the ice.
sashimi's.
Anyways,
All right.
Anyway,
Okay, so the druid that's on the tree, on fire, with a crossbow bolt in it, has to make
That
a quick
one.
has to make a quick assessment to determine which one is doing the most damage to it, and rightfully assumes that it is in fact Octavio. Octavio, I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw, as the druid manages to harness the moonlight to direct a beam.
Oh. Oh man, druid spells are so cool.
It's true.
Which unfortunately, if you were a shapeshifter, would have cooler abilities. But at this point, it's just
Wait, do I count as a shape change?
no. It would be like if you're like a doppelganger or something like that.
Doesn't it like force you to change?
Yeah, it would. It like if you are a shape changer of any kind, like I guess like if you're a druid and you change into wild form, you get hit by a boom, you're back into whatever.
I think it also causes like lycanthropes to change too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. It just says if you're a shape changer and you yeah. Okay. So you look up and you see the literal orbital laser just go right for you, and you take 18 radiant damage as this thing just like crawls towards you and like slices you up Goldfinger style.
How much?
Jeez.
18.
18.
Radiant
Oh, sorry,
damage.
17 radiant, my bad. Yeah.
Oh, I'm immune to radiant damage.
No, you're...
Oh.
Oh, weird.
Oh,
that's
weird.
right. I forgot.
Sorry, it's not radiant, it's necrotic, and you take double damage.
Ooh, necrotic.
It's necrotic, and you take 34 damage.
Oh god.
Yeah. Because how much health do you have left? Yeah, you take that plus 10.
It's force damage. You can't be immune to that.
All right, Mittens. You see this wild on fire druid just like
I have like a slight sunburn.
And Swift is just like yelling from across the pond. I told you they're the worst.
as you realize the moon in the sky, that's no moon, as like lasers towards Octavio.
So I have a question about the trees. Are they still rooted in the ground, or do they have like legs made of roots?
No, they're walking around. They can walk.
All right. I want to try to run and climb up the tree and get to the druid.
Okie dokie.
You do have a climbing speed.
I do. This is what Mittens was made for. This right here. Cats climbing trees. Come on.
Perfect.
Okay, now just so you know, it is going to make an attack on you if you're going to try to do that. And now I can finally justify playing the Shadow of the Colossus music, which I have to do that now.
You just said your mouse hovering over it for the past 20 sessions.
Yeah, like come on, somebody climb something big. I'm throwing it at you.
The alternative is Dragon's Dogma music.
Oh man.
Oh,
Such a
that
good
game. Oof.
Yeah, Dragon's Dogma's great.
Yeah. So I do want to climb the tree. I have uncanny dodge. I'll take the risk.
Okie dokie. All right, so now it's the tree's turn as you're climbing the tree. Wait, why did the music? What the fuck? Why is it like a minute long? Oh, it's what? That's weird. I don't know why it's a 27 second clip, but all right. So there we go. Now we're talking.
Really going in.
Yeah. So
Oh my god.
so if you're gonna climb the tree, are you just climbing? Like, is that gonna be like your move?
That's gonna be my movement.
Okay.
And if I can make it up the tree and attack the druid in the tree, that's what I'm going to do.
Okay, what's your climb speed? Because the tree's like 30 feet. It's a big tree.
Oh snap! I think it's 20 feet. Hold on. I have so much stuff. I don't remember where it's at.
You see a stamina
Cat's
bar
claws.
pop
Yes.
up?
20-foot climbing speed.
Ooh, okay. So this thing is also going to be like thrashing around every so often. So whenever it makes an attack on you, you're going to need to make a dex saving throw so you don't fly off of it.
Okay.
Is that fair?
That's perfect.
Okay, all right. So this tree's dead. All right, so this one you just see like, oh, and like try to like punch itself to get Mittens off. Let's see if it misses. You don't have to make the dexterity saving throw, but if it hits, you got to make the dex save to keep clinging.
Hold on. Okay.
Makes
All
sense.
right. So you see the tree branch just like come down on itself, and you do manage to like dodge out of the way. So Mittens is slowly making its way up this tree.
Digging my claws in it. I'm gonna stop for a second and carve my name into the side of it.
Perfect. Yeah. What's your goal here?
To get to the druid.
Oh, he's in the tree. That's right.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're gonna have fun. That's the goal.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Goes without saying.
All right. So this druid is going to try to make another wisdom saving throw. Okay, it does manage to break the hold person on it.
No.
But that's gonna be its turn. You see like the frost druid. That's the stat name. Sorry. Oh god, I just broke the illusion.
My immersion.
My immersion.
you see the druid like collapse in front of Swift, and then looks back up and with the feline eyes. It's planning something. Swift.
You can plan something all you want, and I'm going to stab you again. Unless... No, I don't have a better way. Yeah, I'm just gonna stab
Okay.
twice. At advantage, I guess, because I have guards giving me flanking.
Yep. That's why I moved right up close to it.
So, boop. That's a 22 to hit on the first one.
It hits.
And I'm gonna go ahead and apply favored foe. I'm re-rolling that. Jesus. Okay, that's better. And then does favored foe increase? It's been a second. I know favored foe increases in damage later. I just don't remember. It's a D6.
Okay.
So
A D-
3.
D6 of piercing, right?
Yeah, it's just whatever the damage is. So it's the first hit is total of 13 piercing damage. And then the second one is a 21 to hit
Okay.
for another 14 points of piercing damage.
Fantastic. You hit the druid, not because of your own martial prowess, but because it does not fear the attacks coming from you. And in fact, as you stab it, to your horror, you see on the second stab, you jab the rapier into the druid, and the blade bows a bit against their hide armor.
Hmm.
All right, Octavia, it's your turn. While this is happening, meanwhile,
Wait, hold on. Sorry.
meanwhile,
Oh, no, that's right.
back in
Octavio,
Octavia.
I might need some help with this.
There's a guy. Was that sunlight? It felt kind of nice. And then I turn over to this guy, and I shoot him.
I would
with
suggest
Scorching
you
Ray
don't stay where you are, by the way.
at level, third level. So
All right, the first one, second one, third one, definitely not.
so all three to hit.
No, the third one does not hit.
What about the fourth one?
Oh no, the only the first two hit. The fourth one does not hit.
Okay.
So-
I'm gonna use inspiration on my fourth one.
Okay, all right, that's fair.
All right, and then I'm gonna empower it, and I'm gonna roll.
Jesus Christ.
Well, I'm just gonna roll the one, I guess.
Okay.
There's two ones, right? Oh, and there's only one.
Yeah, but yeah. Boom. So that second one becomes 9, and the last one becomes 9. Becomes 14, 19, 24, 34, 39
Jesus Christ.
total
All right.
damage on this dude.
All right, so the.
Damn.
Oh wait, hold on. On which dude?
On this one.
The one, this one.
Oh man, I had something cool planned for the other one. That's fine. All Okay, that's cool. So the moonbeam's coming down on you, and you just like tactical roll over.
Yeah, pretty much. And then I'm gonna just kind of just step away slowly. I like it's just a cylinder of nothing.
And you do see Swift. You do see the fire catching on the druid's back, and this time it is taking damage. You see with every shot of scorching ray, like bits of fur and burnt meat or something fly up. It's like this hideous display of gore like shooting out from the back of it. But this druid's only got eyes for you, Swift.
Oh.
It does turn in like vague annoyance at Octavio, but then turns back to you. Gar.
All right. I haven't used this one in a while, but I'm gonna give it a shot. I'm right in front of it, and I go ahead and cast.
Shillelagh.
Nope. You'd expect that, wouldn't you?
The bonk is for the finishing move, Andrew.
Force.
Yeah.
Let's try poison spray
Ah! Poison spray.
for a What's the saving throw for poison spray?
It has it right there. It's Constitution.
Oh, I was looking. My screen is way too small. Okay.
It fails the poison spray.
Yes.
Sorry. So what? It just takes 8 poison damage now.
Yeah. Also, Constitution save for my Halo spores, 15.
Okay.
Doesn't poison spray also causes disadvantage or something like that? Or am I thinking? Oh, I'm thinking of acid spray now.
Yeah, I don't think poison spray does that.
What is your Halo spores at the Constitution 15? You said.
15. Yeah.
Okay, so just
Yeah.
pass the Halo spores. So what does that do?
6 damage. Well,
Okay.
1 damage actually. It's a D6.
No.
Oh man. So you're just like, hey, back away from my friend.
Little squirt gun.
You just
All right, so
It's a 2D12 and I rolled an 8.
so you blast
Yeah.
you blast the poison spray into the wounds. Whoa! I just had like a weird box show up on my computer screen. Oh god.
Uh-oh.
Hasbro's watching me. But you spray the poison spray into the wounds on the druid's back, and you hear it sizzle. And you're not entirely sure why it's sizzling. Is it cooling the flesh off? Is it further burning the wounds? You're not entirely sure. But now there's a smell coming from the wounds. All right, Barry, let's try to see you break through this ice.
Fucking ice. Oh, sorry, not a saving throw. Ooh.
You know what? I'll allow it.
Please?
just keep it in -3.
You just see. Yeah, okay, that's fine. You see Mittens. You look down and you see the fist like disappear for a bit, and then you hear, and you just see Beery just like through the ice.
Like free-willing myself out.
Yeah. And yeah, there's a little kid like, yeah!
It's Octavio.
and you launch yourself so much so with the strength of your divine athleticism that you do manage to get 10 feet off the ground. So while you're launching yourself, think of your trajectory of where you would like to go.
Oh goodness.
That's an additional 10 feet, and then I'll give you a turn.
Beautiful. All right, I would like to launch myself up here. Still dripping wet. I just want to turn and look at this druid.
And it's just like,
And go ahead and charge the rest of the way on up if I can move my token.
it very much gives you the like the Nicolas Cage shrug from Face Off, or just you know.
Oh my goodness.
Well,
All right.
Hold on. The druid's not on the ground. The druid's still up in the tree. Sorry.
Ah, okay. Well,
You can,
the
you can
tree
attack
gets
the tree.
attacked.
Okay, that's fair.
Back in the tree
Alright.
instead. More reasonable.
All right, so you are hacking away at this tree. Both of those hit, by the way.
Oh, good. And then the second one, I'm going to also use Searing Smite if it would ever roll. There it is.
Okay. Oh wow. Okay. All right. So this is happening. It needs to make a Constitution saving throw, which, weirdly enough, for a tree, does not have a very good Constitution saving throw. It does not make its Constitution saving throw. It's now on fire, right?
Yes, it is.
Mittens! The tree below you is now on fire.
I'm gonna rescue our
There's
cat from
it's
the
on
tree.
fire at both ends.
Jump down! Jump down! Come to me!
Come too
Matt, is he
far.
like a cat that he doesn't want to jump down?
Get the fire department.
I am the fire department as I continue to chop away.
Oh, no, actually, it's the Sky Tower Shelter Clan. They're the fire department. It's really embarrassing.
Ooh.
All right, so now the tree's on fire, Mittens on both ends. So that happened.
Sorry. I didn't see you. I just came out of the lake.
Oh, good. I'm in
Wait,
the
why
middle
is the top of the
non-burning
tree on
section.
fire?
The druid's
Because
on
the
fire.
druid's on
You
fire.
blasted her.
Oh shit!
Oh yeah, I wonder why the druid's on fire.
Yeah, I wonder
Fire starter.
why the druid's on fire. Literally one round to go. Ah!
So anyway, I kept blasting.
All right, so you see the druid is oh God, hold on. What is the druid gonna do right now? What can the druid do right now? Hold on. I'm not done yet.
I dive
Not
into
done
the
yet.
lake and hope I don't boil them out. Tapio doesn't boil them out.
All right, so you see the druid is going to the druid sees this happening down below and is going to try and in an attempt to take out the fire from below it is going to cast wind wall. Stop it, work emails.
So anyway, here's wind
Yeah.
wall.
Fan the flames.
God.
The flames get bigger.
So
Oh, time you just okay. No,
so
not on
it-
my watch.
It comes down as a sort of like to give an idea as a guillotine blade, a 50-foot long blade of wind just soof. It comes down on both Beery and Mittens. I need both of you to make me a strength saving throw.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Eh?
It's not good for me.
Could have been worse.
Okay, yeah.
Let's see.
Oh wait, you also
All
have
right.
my advantage. So
Okay, fantastic. So you both do manage to make it, but now there is this wind blocking your path, Mittens, up the tree. Hold on, I have to roll damage because even though you did pass, there's still damage, and both of you take 6 bludgeoning damage as the debris that kicks up from this wind blade like strikes at you and gets you across the face and what have you.
I just realized Fury's getting like blow dried right now.
Meanwhile, Mittens is like.
Clinging to branches.
Yeah. All right, Mittens, it is your turn as this wind is buffeting you, trying to force you off the tree that is on fire on both ends.
How far up is Mittens?
20 feet.
He's 20. Yeah, he's 20 feet. He's almost to the top.
I'm just gonna continue climbing, just digging my claws in, climb the rest of the way up.
Okay.
Okay.
It's not difficult terrain
I'm
or
here to
anything
catch you if you fall.
since it's for the wind wall.
That's actually a good question. Let's see.
I mean, I think it's only 10 more feet to the top, so it should be okay regardless.
Let's see. You're not in a gaseous form, so that's fine.
Chuck her in the lake.
When the wall appears, blah blah blah. Small or flying creature. Actually, it doesn't really say. It's you can't launch anything through it. Wow, that's really weird. No, it's literally just windy. It's just really windy.
Fucking Wimdy.
Wow, I actually expected more from that.
Hmm.
Okay.
You're the DM.
Well, yeah. Okay, so it's windy. It's dramatically windy, but it's not impeding.
It's unpleasant.
Yeah. Which
Probably
I
as
mean,
bad as the cave
Min's
was.
ears are like starting to flap a little bit.
mhm. And then when you add with the fact that it's like negative 40 degrees, like there's bits of frost, like
Well, it's
like,
wind wall, right?
Yeah, it's wind wall.
Well, arrows can't pass through it.
That's what I'm saying, but it doesn't say anything about flying creatures can't pass through it either, or gaseous creatures. But you can just walk right
Small
through it, I
or
guess.
smaller flying creatures.
Yeah,
So medium or larger flying creatures can.
yeah. So it's like gust of wind's like not as cool, little brother. Um, interesting. Okay, all right. So that's happening. So yeah, just, and like frost is starting to build up on like the peaks of your, like on your face and stuff like that.
Like
But,
icicles and stuff. So yeah, I'm just
Mhm.
gonna climb up, and once I get to the top, I'm gonna ask the druid, how do they want to come off of this tree?
in a pine box.
And then after I ask him, I'm gonna hit him with my short sword.
Why
Ooh.
did you even bother asking?
Yeah, it just to get
Keep
his
him off guard.
attention. Yeah, exactly.
Min said no
Alright.
intention of listening to the answer.
No, not at all.
I've chosen
And then-
for you.
I'm
And
really
then-
tempted to Spartan kick him in the chest and kick him
Just
off
being
the tree.
polite.
Yeah.
All right.
Just being
so,
polite.
So do you want to try to throw them off the tree with your attack as well?
Sure.
Okay. All right. Make me a strength check. We'll have a strength contest. I doubt you're gonna fail.
I don't know.
Never
Vince.
mind.
Oh.
Yeah, Vince is terrible on strength save.
Oh.
Never say that.
You rolled a 2. The druid rolled a 3. So you
Oh.
guys
Oh.
Yeah,
like,
it's
like,
slap
Little
fight for a
slappies.
minute.
Okay.
Nobody has like good footing on the top of a tree.
Yeah.
Yeah. Plus the wind.
so this poor guy has been burnt and stabbed with a crossbow bolt, and now there's like a short sword in it, and now you're just fighting the druid on a tree, like, as the tree's like, whoa, like moving around.
Like a ravenous dog waiting.
Speaking of which, the tree is going to try to egress the situation. And it's just gonna like move over here a bit because it doesn't have very good speed. And it's just like the entire time it's like to try to get rid of Mittens. Let's see if it'll hit. No, god damn it! I rolled a natural 1. Okay, never mind.
Should hurt itself, I think.
You can you get an
knocks
attack
the
of
druid
opportunity, Barry, if you want.
Oh
You did get an
yes.
attack of opportunity.
Oh yeah.
Oh, hold on, wait. I gotta move Mittens too because Mittens is on. The
I'm-
screen.
And the druid.
Oh yeah, you're right. Thank you.
Slash.
Ooh.
Ooh. All right. Yeah. So you do manage to. You are gonna hit it. Just so you know. So if should you wish to. Wait, no, you can't. Can you use smite on an attack of opportunity?
I believe it's just a simple attack.
Yeah, it's just a
Okay.
slashing attack. 'Cause I
Alright.
don't think so. I think we covered that one.
All right. Yeah. So you do manage to. Poof, you slash it and you see like bits of bark just like crack away from this tree as you are slashing away at it, and the tree is like limping. I don't know how trees can limp, but it is. Yeah. You know what? Hey, whatever, man.
I've wrecked its root system. I don't know.
Swift. You see,
Yep.
you see this druid, just like, boom, both hands on your shoulders, right? And you see it rear its head back, and as it's happening, the jaw elongates, and teeth begin to grow. Specifically, 2 rather large fangs begin to grow from this druid's mouth as fur begins to collect around the elongated jaw. And it's going to hold on before I make this roll. I gotta make sure. I gotta check some things real quick. Okay, we're good. And it's gonna bite you.
Yay!
Oh yeah.
And it's gonna hit you.
Oh.
Oh man, I
And
rolled
you're-
better than a 17 twice.
And you're gonna take 7 piercing damage.
Oh god.
Fun.
And
And I need and I need to see a Constitution saving throw.
Oh no.
Constitutions. Nope.
Oh
Okay, cool.
God.
Okay, cool.
Okay,
We'll come back to this. And that's what Gar sees. Just take a piece out of Swift.
Like, Jesus Christ!
Oh, Lord.
OBKB. So that happened. Swift, how are you going to retaliate to this?
That's an excellent question. Oh, sorry. Hold on. I need to roll an additional con saving throw for my. Okay, I keep my favorite foe at least.
Yeah. That's fine.
Swift, thinking about it, is just like, enough out the view, and I'm going to kick them off of my essentially away from me. I'm going to cast Zephyr Strike so I can disengage, basically no attacks of opportunity, and I'm going to step back like 15 feet. As I do so, I'm going to switch back over to the bow, and I'm going to pull out silver tipped arrows.
Okay. We're having two totally different fights going on here, by the way. Like, two different shows.
Yeah.
The
This is fucking horror over here, and then we have freaking...
Swift is going to fire off 2 of the silver arrows with the longbow. First one's at advantage. 24 to hit.
That hits.
Plus the D8 and the D6 from Zephyr Strike. So it's going to be 17 points of piercing damage with a silvered arrow.
Okay.
And then a second one is an 18 to hit.
Okay. Yep, that hits.
Plus... so another 16 points of damage. So 17 plus 16, 33 points of piercing damage. Oh, sorry. It's 13 points of piercing damage and then 16 points of piercing damage. So 29, and then the 4 is force damage.
Okay, so this... Allow me to paint a picture for what's going to happen next. Gar, you see... As Swift backs away, this thing hunched to the ground, and it begins to change. You see things rolling under the skin as you hear like muffled cracking of what you assume is bone under flesh, and like claws begin to split out from like fingernails and stuff, and you the druid releases a shriek that can be half pain, half like anger, and leaps, and as that happens, you see the moonlight catch the glint of a silver arrow, and one of them hits the druid in the neck, and the druid turns towards Swift and makes a leap as the second arrow comes and hits them right here at the top of their mouth, and goes right through the top of their mouth, through the base of their skull, and rolls dead.
Jesus.
Perfect.
Dead. DED dead.
That's one less to worry about.
My New Year's resolutions was to try to match Jose with his gory descriptions of how things die. All right.
No.
And my New Year's resolution was to become a were-tiger, so...
Would we know that that's something we'd have to worry about?
And probably not. Swift might have an idea, but not for sure.
We will. That will have to wait until after the battle has died down and things have settled. But
You just see Swift after the arrow connects and they drop, just sort of look at their shoulder and just sort of like, shit.
Yeah. You look and you see the gash on Swift's like neck, shoulder area where it bit, and we don't say anything yet.
Oh, Swift, you have matching scars now.
Okay, Octavio.
Octavio sees that Swift took care of business, and he was like, "All right, cool, my turn." And then he makes it over here,
You see,
And
off in the sunset.
Yeah, I was like, where even is Octavio?
Rides off.
I think I got this, and I squint my non-existent eye to try to aim. And then I do another scorching ray, level 3.
Really hope you don't hit me.
I'm not that kind of DM. I wouldn't do
Oh,
it.
okay.
Or would I? No. I wouldn't. Okay, what? Okay, hold on. What are you hitting? What are you trying to hit?
The tree.
Okay, good.
Actually, yeah, the tree. Fuck.
Okay, all right.
I've had it with this tree.
You hit it with all but the second one. No, actually, sorry.
Okay.
No. Sorry, you hit it with the first and the third one. My bad. I didn't see the disadvantage on the fourth one.
The first and the third one.
Yeah.
So that would be 15, 23.
Okay. Mittens. There's fire.
Wait,
all...
I'm gonna empower it again. I'm gonna roll that last one. The other hit.
Oh, man.
Oh, yeah.
Why are
We
you
just
doing
rolled
this?
over.
You realize one of your allies is in this burning tree, right?
He's the most dexterous. He'll be fine. He'll jump out, land on both feet.
Yeah,
he'll be
exactly.
Fine.
So that will be 11, 16, 26, 31.
Okay. Well, you didn't have to do that, but thank you. I appreciate.
you're
I appreciate you like maxing out your damage for this. You, you see, Barry from behind you. A scorching ray whizzes right by your head, and like there's a bit of your hair thin.
Sorry.
You're like shit. Sorry. Just like yeah, he adjusts his aim. Two more like towards the awakened tree.
I
And
have to rub the frost out of my eyes to be like, Octavio, what the fuck?
when you hit it with the scorching ray, first of all, Barry, are you acclimated to cold water? Because we're gonna have to deal with that after combat.
Yes, I was wondering the same thing. I'm acclimated to cold weather. Not the same.
Yeah, it specifically says you have to be acclimated to ice cold water. So
Nope.
Okay. All right. So this double helix of scorching rays and hit the tree, and when it does, this thing goes up like as if it was lit with kerosene. Just poof! Just the most violent fire you can think of. The tree gives out one last roar. I'm not going to play the end of battle song because Robert cracks up every time I do it. But the
Son,
tree
I
gives
promise. I promise.
no, you won't. Anyways, but the tree gives out one last sorrowful cry as you realize that it's just an instrument of destruction that these druids have wrought upon you and had no say in this whatsoever. And Mittens, you and the druid share a look as the tree comes tumbling down in its death throes.
Like a Wile E. Coyote moment.
Yeah, and I need to see a dexterity saving throw from
Yes.
both of you. And by both of you, I mean one of them's me, so I don't know why I'm saying that to myself.
Oh no! I even had a gift.
Oh.
Double tens.
No.
Strictly average.
You both managed to, like, oof! Like, you land prone, and both of you are going to take... Both of you now are going to take... Oh, that's not so bad. 6 bludgeoning damage from the fall.
Well,
Not too bad.
In my head, it looked like this.
I had a big epic thing planned, but dang.
Sorry.
Yeah, I was gonna have like a ting 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 like sword fight on this
On the way
tree.
down.
Yeah.
And then you both roll bad, so.
Yeah.
All right, so oof. No, not the tree. The tree's dead. Mittens, I want the token. Okay, so this is where y'all land now. All right, Gar, you see some shit happening.
Yeah, really far away.
Well, I meant like right in front of you.
Oh.
But as Gar has seen quite a lot of shit canonically, I don't know how scarred he is by what's going on. This might just be another Tuesday for him.
Well, I don't have a lot I can do from all the way over here, so I'm going to make my way over there, use my full movement, and then I'm going to... I actually measured it out, and I can reach with this. And I have never used this spell.
Range shillelagh.
Yeah, I wish. No, it's the first time anyone ever actually uses this.
Bonk from afar.
Ooh.
Chill
Ooh.
touch. That is an ice. That is an cold damage.
And
That
psychotic
has-
damage.
That has range.
The touch from far away.
No, neither a touch or a cold damage spell.
Love it.
All right, so that does hit, and the cold grip of not cold but death descends
Death.
upon this druid, and I think that's dead, right? That's all it does.
Oh, it all does.
It
If it
also-
was undead, it would have done something, but
Yeah,
It can't regain hit points on its until the start of your next turn too.
that's true.
Yeah.
So Swift, you see a ghostly hand, a skeletal hand, make its way, like floating over the ice, towards the druid. And when the druid opens his eyes, you see the hand just right in his eyes.
I just wanted to
Ah,
punch him in the
shit.
face.
That's 4 necrotic damage. just socks this druid right in the fucking mouth. And that's what happens. Okay, Beery.
Alrighty, I am. Oh wait, how far away am I actually?
It's so
sorry.
insulting.
I definitely love
Alright.
that it moved really slowly, though.
Would like to rush up, and since I'm still using my
The druid
Peerless
is prone.
Athlete,
The druid's prone, so you get advantage on your attacks. Just so you know.
Hmm.
okay, that's good because I actually just want to kick them into the fire of this burning tree here.
Oh god.
Oh, that's rude.
Yep. He was already on fire, wasn't he? Now he's more on fire.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Make me a strength check with advantage due to your peerless athleticism. God damn it.
19.
advantage.
So I just Spartan kick this thing onto the burning bush.
Okay, Jose, how much Yakuza 0 have you played?
Not a lot.
Oh, damn it. There's a heat action where Kiryu, like, goes up to a downed opponent and soccer kicks a guy right in the fucking head.
Oh,
and,
yeah,
and,
I've
and
done
you
that,
see
yep.
the body spin like 20 feet in the air. That's exactly what you do to this druid. just boom! And you see the druid just flat spin like a discus into the fire. And you just hear, whoa! From the druid as it realizes it's back on fire. And it's going to take a certain amount of flame damage. Let me see how much it's going to take. It's probably going to kill it, but you never know.
Maybe some kicked in the face damage, too.
Oh yeah, it's definitely. You know what? Give me a 1d6 bludgeoning, just cause.
I
At
mean,
this point, why not?
1d6. I'm using Peerless Athlete. Oh, okay.
That's why you're getting the damage.
I mean, 1d6 plus your strength. Okay, so that's like what, 7 damage?
Let's go. Yeah.
All right.
Plus burning.
Plus burning damage. So.
And that's probably mitigating my like hypothermia right now.
No, we're
Enjoying
gonna-
the warmth.
We're gonna come back to that here in a second. But yes, so you kick the druid back into the fire.
Bullying this druid, just kill him.
I know, just
I'm
finish-
mad, okay? Beery is like pissed. Beery is pissed.
To be fair, this is the druid that did cast the hallucinatory terrain. So
They tried to
yeah,
use the Nicolas Cage shrug. No, I'm having none of it.
that Nicolas Cage shrug will have more use later in this campaign. Anyways,
It's having consequences right now.
okay, so you kick it, you kick the druid, it flies into the burning tree. You hear it screaming for a little bit, and then the screams die out. And then suddenly everything is quiet. And Beery, you realize you are extremely cold.
I get closer to the burning fire.
Yeah, how big is this tree fire?
In fact, well, hold on. Before that happens, I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw.
Okay, I still under the effects of my stuff.
However, you get due to your Goliath abilities, you get you advantage.
Advantage?
Jesus.
Oh, well, that's good.
God.
25's a lot better than
Needed
the
that.
11, yeah.
Okay, yeah. So you're just like, but you're not succumbing yet to the hypothermia. That's going to happen, but knowing what had just living in Icewind Dale and seeing what happened to Swift many sessions ago. You know for a fact.
Octavio.
No, it was Swift.
No,
Swift?
before that it was Swift and Octavio
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah,
it
from
was
the
was-
water elemental.
Oh yeah. Wow. That was a while ago.
I
and
just
then,
remembered Swift
and
with the
then-
big shirt.
and then when Swift fell into the lake,
Swift saved everybody in that big shirt.
Swift in this oversized shirt. So with that, you are going to have to take some time. You're going to need to dry your armor. And
Well, good news, there's already a fire.
Mhm.
yes,
Got a head start on
We've
that.
got
one.
plenty of
Yeah.
wood.
yes,
You guys mind if we take a quick break here?
not at
Yeah.
all.
Yeah.
In fact,
Oh, before we do, Swift is going to just sort of methodically gather the arrows that they can. I don't know how many of the normal ones you'll recover since Octavio immolated that tree.
I would say all the ones in the tree are gone. like those are all lost.
Okay, but I get the silver ones back.
Yeah,
Yes.
before the break, can we just assume we're going to like set up a quick short rest camp, so Beery can hide in a sleeping bag and dry all their clothing?
Sure. Yeah. I
can keep the fire alive.
Yeah.
And Swift is gonna, when they're recovering the arrows from the Tiger Tribe Druid, is going to rip the necklace off them as well and add it to their sort of collection.
Completely disrespecting this corpse of a tree
And the human body burning inside
and the
it.
human.
Yeah.
I mean, we'll deal with that.
Mittens is still face down in the snow, by the way.
Oh God!
He just stayed there.
It is. Are you alive?
Just leave me to my shade.
He's fine.
He's staying there from embarrassment.
All
All right.
right. Let's take a
Alright.
quick 10.
All right.
Okay.
werewolf now?
Not necessarily.
There's plenty of weird things out there.
We have a paladin.
Oh, that's true. Oh, hi there, Satan.
See, this has never come up for me, so like I forget what the actual like mechanically how it works, but it'll be interesting.
Things are developing.
It's also not like instantaneous.
Rapid onset lycanthropy in Icewind Dale is a very real thing.
Oh.
Oh.
In fact, they raised awareness for it in Dugan's Hole. It didn't do very much.
Dugan's Hole.
Why?
Yeah, I wonder why. Dugan's Hole is a shithole full of werewolves.
when I said fishman, I wasn't kidding. Werefish.
Where knucklehead trout.
Oh,
Mittens' worst
combination.
nightmare. Literally the worst.
Octavio. Jose, are you eating fruit by the foot right now? Or fruit
No.
roll up? Yeah.
I
No,
mean,
Jello.
I can try to convert a D&D monster, the were-dolphin, and turn it into the knucklehead trout. Like
Please don't.
Bear dolphin.
Please no. Actually.
Like who wrote that, and who's like, yeah, we could sell it.
Yeah, bullshit.
Yeah, we're
Print it.
dolphin. Got it. We need an aquatic lycanthrope. Let's go. Dolphin, obviously.
When did it come out? What year?
Dolphin. It was AD&D. So
Oh, okay.
So it was
Was there
Gary
any-
Gygax.
so rails
Was-
was okay.
Was there like any like dolphin movies coming out around that time?
Flipper.
Yeah.
No, Flipper was
Isn't
way
Flipper like
later.
90s?
But it's like, why not a shark? That's a much cooler animal. Why
A were
dolphin?
shark is awesome.
Yeah,
Maybe-
a were dolphin is lame. A were dolphin gets picked on.
Maybe they thought were shark was too cool. It's like, what? Everybody's gonna want to get bit by the were shark.
Yeah, in the 80s, didn't street sharks exist?
Oh yeah.
I think that was early 90s.
Well, it's AD&D, so like,
I don't know.
but AD&D was the
Dolphin.
70s.
Oh god.
Yeah, 70s.
AD&D's old.
Oh no.
Is that a fruit roll up?
Yep.
It is in
I didn't know
fact
they
a
still
fruit.
made those.
Yeah, they do. What are you talking about?
We have established that Jose's eating a fruit roll up.
Oh, okay. I missed it.
We're
oh, yeah,
trying to
that's what you
figure
do.
out.
Wow,
We're,
that's talent.
Thanks.
Howard, we're trying to figure out what edition a were dolphin was in. Was it second edition now? Now that I think about it.
Were dolphin. That wasn't a Pathfinder thing? You could wear anything in Pathfinder.
Just all.
No, I don't want to wear the dolphin.
Yeah, second edition.
Second edition. Da 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 da.
It's like, ooh, what's she wearing? A dolphin.
Ooh.
Ooh, that's not good.
1989.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, so that would be like right around the time of like Flipper and shit like that.
No, the fish, not the mammal. That makes it okay.
The Big Blue came out in 1988. Flipper came out in 1996.
Wow.
Street
I
Sharks
was
came out in 1994.
2 years old.
Nice. I remember Street Shark.
So he watched the Big Blue and he was like, you know what? We're a dolphin.
Were dolphins.
AD&D sounds like a trip. I need to go down that road one day. All right, so we're all back.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
We're all back. You bunch
In
of clowns.
spirit.
Beery's bundled up in a sleeping bag. All of her armor and everything is being warmed over the corpse of her enemies.
Beery and Swift are both shivering for different reasons. However, Yeah. So as the fire crackles and the faint smell of pork is in the air thanks to the druid inside the fire.
Do we get the necklace off before they got fully subsumed?
Yeah, I
Really?
snatched it off before I punted them into oblivion.
Is the moonbeam still going? Can I like sunbathe in it?
No.
That probably went away when the druid died.
Bad. Okay.
Well, also, I don't think Moonbeam is a
Oh, sorry,
concentration
ignore that.
spell.
It is.
Oh, it is a concentration spell. Oh, very good. Okay.
Can I take over the concentration?
And I forgot I had counter spell.
Ooh, that would have been great.
That would have been good.
All right. So everyone's taking a long rest.
Long rest?
Or not a long rest, a short rest.
Rest? Okay.
Sorry, short
Hey,
rest. my bad.
there's
No,
a short rest.
There's a short
There's a short
rest
rest button now.
Oh, I'm sitting
Ooh,
here
really?
doing it like
Like-
a pleb.
I clicked it and nothing happened.
Oh yeah, nothing did happen.
Well,
I guess
It's
it
there.
would if you have like, maybe it like resets resources if you have.
Oh, let's see. Yeah, it's right above that.
where is that button?
The right side column in the middle.
Oh, I see it. Huh.
Oh, look at that.
It does nothing. Yeah.
Yeah, it's literally nothing. Great addition, guys.
They put it there for later,
Yeah.
for when it'll do something.
They added the button for the future.
Mm-hmm.
It's a
Like,
it's
guys.
a teaser.
Guys, it's gonna happen. Let's just. I promise, it's gonna happen. Something's gonna happen.
Doesn't seem like that's the hard of a thing to add, but I don't know.
So while we're kind of like sitting here, does Swift know anything about like what is happening to them?
Or would I, as a druid, know anything about?
Roll me a nature check, both of yous.
Like, eesh,
Yeah.
Swift, that looks bad.
Sounds like something I should know about.
I got a 19.
Nature.
It's festering.
Ooh,
You want me to like, what is it called when you put fire on the wood? I forgot.
cauterize
Cauterize.
it.
Want me
No,
to-
no.
want me to cauterize it?
Probably
Well,
won't-
let's
I'll use my lay on hands.
get our nature checks first before we do anything.
Okay.
Okay,
You
so
gotta suck out the poison.
Yeah.
so Barry's like naturally that's bad.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
but
So I would
but-
like to try to heal you.
well, hold on.
Yeah. No, I just am
Uh,
saying.
Lay on hands won't have any effect on this. And what's eerie is that when you go to try, I'm gonna justify the nature rolls. Just give me a second. I just want to get this out of the way before I forget. And what's eerie, Barry, is that when you go to heal it, you see that the wound is rapidly, in terms of natural wounds, healing itself. Like you can see the sinew like binding itself back up, like not like Logan X-Men style, but if you actually
Yeah.
sit there and look, you can trace your finger on where it starts, and as it's slowly repairing itself on Swift's shoulder neck area. Okay, so Swift and Gar, your nature checks pass the knowledge, but you know two totally different things. Swift, you know based on your travels throughout Icewind Dale, but specifically with your teachings from Oyar Minartok, that the Tiger Tribe were one of the few. In fact, they are the only tribe of the original four tribes that remain loyal to Oriel, the goddess of winter and despair. And as thanks for their loyalty, they were bestowed upon them a form reflecting of their tribal power. Now, for the longest time, a lot of people meant that they were just stronger, more adept beings. However, now you got firsthand experience that perhaps there's more to that saying. Gar, due to your experience as a pirate and being a traveled man, you have
Arr.
probably you have probably come across a couple like were rats or something on your travels. In fact, some of them may have been stowed on the ship that you were on, and you might have to like, all right, get out of here, you. You know.
Is that how Were Dolphin came up?
No, because we were talking about making a were knucklehead trout
Oh, okay.
to bite Mittens.
That's what I should have thought under the
Mitten's
water.
worst nightmare.
Oh man, damn it! That was such a good idea. Shit.
That's what a retcon's for.
All right, so we're gonna start the combat
next
over.
time.
Wait, so I'm not a lycanthrope.
No, that happened.
Nothing else.
Oh,
Yeah. After you got bit, but before Barry got out of the water, I know it's anachronistic, but whatever. So you're fully aware of that. Now the thing is, you may have come across lycanthropes, but what you saw there was brutal. Like the transformations. Like maybe you haven't seen the transformation sequence, maybe you have, but what that was something beyond. Like it is the very definition of a cursed thing that you saw. So
Would I know anything about curing
or
lycanthropy?
like lycanthropy.
Lycanthropy?
Professor Scant.
Oh, Professor Skin.
yeah, we do have a professor, or we could just ask.
Yeah, you just
What was that? Oh, I'm so sorry, Professor. I brushed the frost off of him. Sorry.
I swear we didn't forget about you.
I swear it hasn't been 2 months.
Inside its orb because I'm assuming Barry had it. Just
Yeah.
in the bottom.
It's now turned into an actual magic 8-ball.
It's an orb inside a perfect ice cube. No. Well, actually, would Professor Scant know about that? That's actually a very good question. I want to say yes, but I just want to double check just to make sure.
Like poison, right? You just gotta get it out of there.
Yeah,
Yeah, just gotta get that neck out of there.
Yeah, just somebody
Scrape and lick.
suck the were saber-tooth tiger lycanthropy saliva out of my neck. That's rapidly healing.
Hard
I
pass.
don't think my antitoxin would fix that.
So what Professor Scant,
Professor.
Professor, please help me. But what Professor Scant does know is, in fact, while this might be a more primal form of lycanthropy, it will take not natural magic, but divine magic to undo the unholy curse bestowed upon young Swift.
Where do we find that?
Let me look at your spell list real quick.
think some of us
If
are
we're
a little
looking,
more-
if we're looking for a 3rd level remove curse spell,
That's really specific.
I don't think Beery has 3rd level spells yet.
Nope. Well,
I think you literally get them at level 8.
Oh no.
Man. Sold out Swift.
Wait. We have the totem. We'll have the little what's the name? This
Scrimshaw?
We have the Scrimshaw little like spell scroll totem. What was the spell in that?
oh,
Was it remove curse?
If so, there you go.
Yeah.
I think Beery has
is.
it.
Sorry, I'm trying to find my list.
'Cause-
Not that one. Not that one.
I don't have
There's
it, so-
So many notes.
Does anybody even remember where that came from?
It came from the dragon sword.
Okay, thank you.
Oh well, no, it didn't come. I don't think it came from the drag. It might have come from the dragon sword specifically, or just from the ship that the dragon sword was in. I don't remember, but it was there.
A
around that.
spell scrimshaw of remove curse.
Oh yeah,
It
look at that.
is.
It's right
The
there.
I thought I
Scrimshaw
remembered.
figurine- the Scrimshaw figurine of an archer. Wow, how poetic.
Oh,
What?
I just pull out like a leather satchel and just start rifling around. Wait, I got something. Hold on.
How you can't plan that? Like if Accuse you of planning that kind of thing. That's wild.
That's so good.
I mean, that's what it says in the book. It's a scrimshaw.
I know that's crazy that it also has remove curse.
Yeah.
Wow, it could have been any of us if it was you.
And then you pull it out, and it looks a lot like Swift. Ooh.
Ooh.
How did they know?
Destiny.
I love fate. That's wild that worked out that way. Holy.
So how does a scroll work?
So I think so. It is on your spell list, so you can cast it. But if it's for a spell that's a level that you couldn't cast normally, I think there's a DC associated with it.
Let's see. The spell is copied from it. No, hold on.
The spell is on your
so you can
class's
learn it,
spell
though.
list, but of a higher level than you can normally cast. You may make an ability check using your spellcasting ability to determine whether you cast it successfully. The DC equals 10 plus the spell's level, so you need to make a DC 13 charisma saving throw.
Oh.
Oh, charisma check, yeah.
All right, Barry, it's all on you.
But it's your
Wait, why on her?
well, she's the one who's casting the spell, because none of the rest of us, I think, can cast it.
I think a druid can. No?
Yeah, I don't know if I get remove curse. I don't know if curses are like a druid thing.
Well, let me check remove curse.
I know.
Cleric, paladin, warlock, and wizard.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so literally only Fury.
Druids
Oh,
are like, what's a
no.
curse? Never heard of it.
Okay, so what check do I have to make?
A
The
charisma
DC
check.
is 10 plus the spell's level, so DC 13 charisma check.
Pretty high for you, right?
Yeah.
A druid's like, you know what a curse is, right? Humanity and civilization.
Turns
Unfortunate.
into a lecture.
On a failed check, the spell disappears from the scroll with no other effect.
Oh no.
Oh, can I?
Wah wah.
Wait, no.
I was gonna say, I don't think there's any saving that one.
I don't
Barry.
know.
Beer doesn't have any aura magic that goes on with that.
Really not.
You plead out to Tempest to help guide Swift towards radiant healing, and the scrimshaw figure crumbles to dust in your hand
Pom, pom, pom.
and blows away in the Arctic wind.
Did it work?
Well, shit.
Sorry.
We'll find out in the next 2 days.
This is a specific number of days.
Is that how long until the next full moon? Fuck. Hello, good boy.
Maybe. I did roll a d10. It's like, nope, 2. I'm like, okay. I was trying to be a little bit more lenient than that.
You'd have made that a
Nope.
D100.
So,
Actually, yeah. Hold on. Let me re-roll that. That does.
So, yeah, Swift.
Okay.
Sorry.
Yeah, you do have a higher time. Not much higher, but it is
Higher than 2.
okay.
It's higher than 2, but lower than 4.
Oh, I wonder
No.
what it could be.
Okay,
So-
it's higher.
Professor, what happens if it takes hold?
Well, Swift, you're gonna go through some changes. You're gonna find hair in places you normally haven't.
And
had
I already have. Swift like pulls back their like their shirt and like the hair all up their arm. It's like I already have that. That's
All right, so let me get. Oh wow, I opened right to the lycanthropy page. Good.
Wow. It was meant to be.
I'm gonna give myself inspiration for that.
You should.
Let's see. Well, there's 2 ways you can do this. You can either embrace the curse or try to resist it. Let's see. Da-da-da.
You're so cute, buddy. Do you want to jump down? No?
If
Okay.
if you manage to embrace the curse, you will gain a modicum of control over what happens. However, things internally, the Professor Orb says, will change. If you try to resist it, it will be like trying to hold hold down building pressure onto something that will eventually combust. And in which case you will not be in control of your actions.
Is that like a mental decision, or is that like a...
I mean, it's gonna have to be. It's at the end of the day, it's Swift's decision.
Well. Shit. I have a lot to think about.
I'm going to try to whisper roll something to Robert, and I haven't done this in a while, so if this fucks up, I'm sorry.
It's funny. I am familiar with this blessing that the Tiger tribe received. It seems ironic that I have to shoulder this.
Swift, I'm
So
sorry.
Is there anywhere we can go to help with this?
Back to Bryn Shander. Anybody sufficiently like Swift knows that there's like clerical people in like Bryn Shander, because we've been to the temple.
There's help in town, and it might cost y'all a pretty penny to get.
We wouldn't be able to get back before.
But right now, you have a mountain range between you and civilization.
And if we don't get back in time, there's nothing you can do? Is that how it works? I guess that's a question for the professor. Or...
Is it curable after it's taken over?
That's actually an excellent question. I should not have closed the book.
Just open it back to the same page again.
Yeah.
No problem.
Okay, let me see. If you do succumb to the curse one way or another, by your own volition or not, there still might yet be hope for you. You're not a natural born lycanthrope. Thank the gods. If you were, there's only 2 ways to cure your lycanthropy, but we might yet still have a chance.
Well, for the time being, I think we continue on our mission. Perhaps there is someone in the Sky Tower clan that might be able to help. If they are willing. A bit more urgency now, I think.
Yeah, I feel like we should get moving.
If not, Swift, I will do all that I can to ensure I find a way to cure you of this, especially if I'm one of the only ones that can.
Strangely enough, I feel like this is a burden I was fated to carry.
Well, I mean, the good news is you don't have to pay for the material components for the remove curse.
That's nice.
Why?
Because there are no material components for remove curse.
Oh.
It's just like Shazam, and the curse is gone.
Shazam.
Beery, are you dry? Can we move on?
Yeah, let me put on this 80 pounds of armor. All right, let's do this.
How far away are we?
You just see Beery like hopping through the snow trying to put her pants on.
Okay. God damn it. God damn it. Hold on.
I trip over Mittens because he hasn't moved yet. Just like, Mittens, get up!
He
Wasn't that
falls
bad?
asleep in the snow.
Just
My
rolled over. That's
shame.
it. Still laying there. Embarrassed he couldn't kill the druid.
It's okay, buddy. You'll get a chance later.
It's fine. How many times has Gar walked up and bonked my target?
Many
A lot of
times.
A lot of times.
I would be glad that you did not fight the one I did.
Apparently I am. But I did have to fight to get out of a lake. It was a whole thing.
Don't look at my shame. All right, let me do some quick maths here to see how long it would take for you to travel via Axebeak, because you still have the Axebeak. I just keep forgetting to put them in combat.
Still have the
I-
axe beaks.
I
We
guess
could have
I guess
were
that's a
axe
good.
beaks.
Ooh. Swift biting axe.
They'd be so fast.
No, now the Axebeaks will also become were tigers. You're just making it worse. You're not helping the situation.
Were tiger.
I do love because like normal were tigers are actually like good aligned. They're like one of the types of lycanthropes that are not evil, but these are not. It makes sense to me that these would not be good were tigers.
All right, so 60 seconds. Okay, so
Because I think what is it? It's like were tigers, and I think were bears. Like I think were bears are like neutral.
Where bears?
Were bears.
All right, I just love it.
Like were boars, were rats, and then like were wolves are all
boars, not as
bad.
30,000.
Where bats?
Yeah.
I don't know. Just gonna wear everything.
Five. Someone remember 5280.
5280.
Got it.
Okay, not right now. Thank you.
It's
All right,
5280.
so 5280. All right, so at a normal pace, this you are going to want to write this down now because this will come up later in the exam. A Axebeak moves at a walloping 5 miles per hour normal pace. So
That's pretty good.
it's not bad. It could be worse. It could be like the war machines in Avernus going
Oh my
like
god,
Yeah.
it's so slow.
Like,
War
slower than
machine,
walking speed.
50 miles per hour.
Yeah, walking speed is 3 miles an
Oh
hour.
my god.
Okay. So if you were to go a normal pace on your Axebeak, you might be able to get to Sky Tower Shelter by the end of the day, quote unquote, because it's
Yeah.
still night. So, because it's eternal night because it's an Andrew campaign.
Right.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, why not? That's not that bad.
Yeah, let's go.
'Cause I'm eternally burdened with sunless campaigns.
You signed up for it. Yeah.
I got the book. I was like, oh boy. And then I read it. I'm like, son of a bitch.
Just naturally gravitated towards it.
Okay. So here are the rules for traversing the mountain. It's going to take, how long is it going to take? Okay, hold on. Thank you, roll20. All right, so it will be. If things go well,
Jesus, Diesel.
you can reach Sky Tower Shelter within the next 6 hours. Okay.
Great.
However, for every hour, I need to see a survival check to traverse the mountain. If you fail the survival check, you will lose your way, and you will be wasting that hour double because you have to go back and find the correct way. So I need one check first.
I wonder who should make that one.
Got it.
Definitely not me.
Survival
Can
check
I
real quick.
assist? If
Oh
you-
no.
Oh
Well, I was-
no.
But you have advantage because you're next now. No, I don't
Because
think.
you're the night runner. You get
It
advantage.
has to.
Exactly.
It has
Can
to
I
be,
support that? Since I would know the way to the Sky Tower clan, because we avoid them.
You might not know the way to Sky Tower Clan. And unfortunately, the rules do say it has to be one person.
Oh,
So
One
when you
person.
make an intelligence provision when you travel for an hour or more in your favorite turn, you get the following benefits. We can't get lost except by magical means. Difficult terrain doesn't slow our group's travel.
You're not getting lost, but your path
Yeah.
does become hindered.
Training,
You're not wandering aimlessly around the spine of the world, but
Yeah, I mean, it is funny though. Even though it's a natural one, it's still a 12, which is not the worst.
Let's. Okay,
'Cause
so
that's not how normal ability checks work. I just love that it's the full on red versus green, natural one versus natural 20.
Yeah.
No
I
in
don't think I've
between
ever
you.
seen that.
That was a couple of times.
just the duality of the D20.
Yeah.
And you still get a 12 with a natural one.
All right, so Swift leads the charge more or less. However, you can tell that perhaps they're a bit perplexed by their current situation, and they do manage to lead the party into an impasse. So you burn an hour going up said impasse, and you have to burn an extra hour making your way back. Unfortunately, giving you no progress. So I need to see another survival check.
Do it again.
Do it again.
17.
Oh, good.
There you go.
All right, Swift.
All right.
Your head clears a bit. You realize that time is
Understandably, I am a lot going on in my head.
yeah. This is a situation where I think nobody is judging.
Yeah.
However, there is going to be time passing. You're going to have a couple hours. So while this is happening, what is everyone else doing? If you're so inclined to do something.
At some point, Beery kind of trots up next to Swift, just kind of tries to say out of earshot for everybody of Swift. So
What?
if you do lose yourself, do you have any requests? This is not me threatening. I want to give you all of your options.
Let me raise the volume on the ominous music playing in the background.
Ominous music intensifies.
I will do everything I can to
If
make sure that this curse is lifted, but it's your life.
if I lose myself, that's a big if. Really, all I want is for you to continue doing what I am doing, which is kill every tiger trident that you come across. Just do yourself a favor and don't get bitten.
I'll do my best, but I promise I will take up a mantle of killing as many tiger tribes as possible. We already taken care of a couple today.
And 2 more to the collection.
Sorry, I'm trying to paint a picture for Robert. I don't think it's making the situation better.
So, we'll see. It's a bit early to count me out just yet, I think.
Oh, I would never count you out. I just want you to know that I have your back, and no matter what happens.
All right.
I appreciate that, Beery.
Well, sorry, while this is happening, roll me another survival check.
27.
Nice.
Oh, this way, I think.
Maybe the reassurance that Barry's giving you is helping you out. You do.
Beery's just saying, like, I'll take care of you no matter what.
Beery's trying her best.
Yeah, what am I supposed to say? Like, hey, buddy, just in case, you lose it, do you want me to kill you in a respectful manner, or...
Man, this got dark. All right. So another hour passes, trudging through the now misery that is the spine of the world. The one thing you do notice, Barry, is that the familiarity of the spine of the world naturally falls away because you're not in your home turf anymore, and it takes on a bit more of a hostile terrain. It's not to the point where it was like damn near predatorial like Kelvin's Cairn is, but things seem craggier, things seem less and like more foreboding, less invitational. Like the ridges seem sharper, the cliffs seem steeper, and I need to see another survival check.
Only a 14 this time, unfortunately.
Once again, Swift, you lose your way, and your path is hindered by the now onslaught of weather that is sorry, I almost said attacking, but the weather that you are approaching, the wind shear from up on the mountain peaks. Things are getting very cold here. The temperature is dropping. If you were to have a thermometer, it would go down to now somewhere approaching -60. The air.
Should we make camp? Get team.
Is this the kind of thing where we could figure out that it'll pass?
Well, we still have plenty of time in the day to keep going. So I don't know if.
Do we? How long have we been traveling for?
Well, like a few hours, right?
4 hours.
Yeah, it was like
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
never mind.
rolls.
Yeah.
I would say
However,
everybody wrap up your
4
sleeping bags.
4 hours, but 2 of those hours were based on like retracing your steps due to
Right.
reaching an impasse. So
So I
it's
think
entirely up to you.
Swift would probably be interested in trying to make up the lost time.
All
I
right.
thought he was bitching
Yeah.
the whole time. It's
Onward.
like, guys, it's so cold.
Do you have a sleeping bag? Wrap it up.
It's
Wait, you control fire, buddy.
not working.
Do keep in mind, after 8 hours, somebody's going to start getting exhausted. Either you or the axe beaks or something will start.
But we
getting
still got
exhausted.
4 more hours.
So you got to get 4 perfect boom, boom, boom survival checks to make.
Well, let's do 1 then. Boom.
All right, boom.
There it
Let's
goes.
22. Got
There
it.
it is.
Yeah.
Boom. Flip it. All right, let's do this thing. And you see. Oh God, what's the name of your axe beak, Swift? Jesus.
Zephyr.
Okay, all right. Zephyr. Okay, that's easy to remember. All right. I would think it'd be easy to remember, but I just forgot it.
It's
But
been a
you-
while.
You start to see Zephyr like panting a bit. Like each step is starting to get a little bit heavier. Axum and Chopper are trudging along just fine. You're not entirely sure what's going on in Crown's head. He might, Crown might be okay. Crown might be like, Crown's just happy to be there. And for the life of me, Howard, I totally forgot the name of your axe beaks.
Honestly, it's been so long.
I
I
know
can't
one
remember.
was Steve.
I
Yeah.
Noodle?
Sure, Steve and Noodle. Fuck it.
Sounds good.
That's-
Because I had 2 of them.
Yeah, one was tall and lanky, the other one was short and fat.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. So, but you do see that like Noodle's the short fat one because irony.
Love it.
Yeah.
You see Noodle is like and you see like Steve like nudge it along, like just like, all right, we can do this. Just one foot in front of the other. So all right, I need to see another survival check.
Boom. 20.
Nice.
Nice. 2 down.
Fantastic. Okay, 2 down, 2 more to go, and now the climb starts. Oh no, the token got wide.
Oh, no.
And now, just to make things worse, the climb starts ascending, and
Gus put on a few pounds.
it goes. Yeah, Gus is the thick boy.
Got a little bit wide.
And it goes up and up and up, and you see the peak of the mountain touch the bottom of the clouds, and a part of your mind hopes to God that's not where you're going, but in the back of your head that's exactly where
They're
you're at.
not to call this Sky Tower clan for nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not called the Floor Tower Clan.
It's not called the Valley Tower clan.
Mm.
Yeah. So, all right. And as this is going on, I don't know what you guys are doing, whittling, singing, I don't know, maybe eating some rations or what have you. but time is passing. So if you guys are so inclined to do something, you can. But in the meantime, I would need to see another survival check.
Is anybody doing anything? Or
Nope.
Nope.
Snacking.
Just trying to
some-
keep warm.
oh,
Trying to block the wind with
natural
beery.
20.
Nice.
Is that 2 hours worth? Secret shortcut?
We found it. We were here the
I
whole
rolled a
time.
lot of
Just
natural
an arrow
20s
pointing
tonight.
this way.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think this is my 4th natural 20 I rolled.
Then you guys didn't take the elevator to the Sky Tower Clan? It's been here the whole time.
Ugh, cringe. You didn't take the elevator?
It's a
Ugh.
secret rock tunnel that leads all the way there.
Secret tunnel.
You
Secret tunnel.
didn't take the zip line to the Sky Tower Clan?
Oh. Okay, that's the first thing going in between the Sky Tower and the Worm Doom clan. Zipline.
Yeah.
The fucking
The
not the
monorail.
monorail,
Network.
the
People mover.
Monorail.
no, there's they have like the hanging one that's like on the like a ski
Oh,
lift. Like a ski
yeah.
lift.
Oh yeah.
It's a really long ski lift.
Definitely a ski lift. Let's go.
All right, so the one thing you notice, and this is going to be paramount. Barry, you're okay. You live in the mountains. You're exhaustion. So if you do not make this next survival check, not only will you not be able to reach the Sky Tower shelter, but we're gonna have to start getting exhaustion after a while.
Whoa. Okay, so if we don't make this next one, we have to make camp.
Yes.
Get any benefit from having got a natural 20 on the previous one.
Nothing. We got to live.
That's not how it works, I know.
Yes, you know that we're all behind you on this next survival check. That's the
Yeah.
benefit.
We believe in
Well,
you.
oh, geez, thank you.
The professor asks that everyone lifts their hands up in the air and gives Swift their energy for this next one.
Well, it's basically a coin flip.
Spirit fingers, everyone.
Don't actually do that. The blood will rush to your head, and you'll probably pass out due to the thin altitude.
Oh.
Beer's the only one that can do this right now.
22.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right.
That's the secret. Just say boom, and you get there.
Quick
Yeah.
question before we get there.
You get there. Okay.
Wait.
Does Beery know the best way of approaching the clan without instantly instigating an attack? Like, does a white flag work here? Is there a way of like parlaying?
You know that bringing the cloak is a big step forward. However, what you do know is that the Sky Tower clan is like the antithesis of the Worm Doom clan. Like everything the Sky Tower, like everything the Worm Doom clan is, the loud, boisterous, friendly people, the Sky Tower clan are not. They are aloof, they are distant, they are cold.
Oh,
Yeah. Essentially, Sky Tower is Ravenclaw and Worm Doom is Gryffindor. Take from that what you will.
so before we get there, I kind of want to discuss with the group explaining what I know about the Sky Tower clan and
You say that, and everybody's like,
Yeah.
actually, I
so
look at
fast?
Octavio and like, Octavio, I'm gonna need your diplomacy and your experience with
Yeah.
noble personalities. Beery
Oh, they
says through the teeth.
I'm like leaning against like a wall, like
They sound more
What's wrong with
reserved.
you guys? The hair is beautiful up here. Gorgeous.
for
Crisp.
some reason, like,
Yeah, what if it there is?
is it normal to have dark edges around your vision?
No.
Totally normal.
I'm starting to lose vision. You already did lose vision in one of your eyes. Oh god!
You
Can't see out of my eyes.
need some of your honey or something. You need some sugar.
Sure, and I start eating honey. At this point, it's candy.
Yeah, it's like honey drops.
I'm sorry, going ahead.
I was gonna say, Beery's gonna take the cloak out and actually wrap it, or like, just across one shoulder. as a symbol. It's not mine. I am here with it.
Okay. So now comes the treacherous part, because you are on the causeway. It's literally called a causeway in the book. I didn't come up with it.
Okay.
You're on the causeway towards Sky Tower Shelter, which is good. However, what's bad is that it is the pride and joy of Sky Tower Shelter, insofar in the fact that it is a 10-foot wide stone causeway with no handles, no nothing to stop you, and it bridges between two mountains. The drop of which, if I were to give a number, is 15,000 feet down.
So we're
Wow.
not crossing this on the axe beaks.
You
It's
might
10
not.
feet wide.
Is it stable?
All right, everyone, crampons on.
It's stone. It's stable.
Axe beaks stay here.
And
And
just
it's not
leave them
like
here.
decrepit or
I mean,
anything.
we can take them behind us, but
How about
We can,
one
we
pack?
can lead them across. Yeah.
okay.
What are we supposed to do? Leave them here to fend for
No,
themselves?
onwards. I just don't like this bridge.
I mean, it sounds like a big bridge to me. I think we'll be okay.
10 feet is a lot of feet.
All right.
I start crossing.
But I will put my crampons on.
Oh, I thought I had my crampons this whole time.
No, you didn't say it. So.
Aha, so you didn't. Got him.
Uh-huh.
So, all right.
Got
As
him.
I said, everyone put your
Crampons on.
This could be frozen over. We are high up in the mountains, and if you fall off of this, you're dead. They're dead. Big dead.
Okay. Sure.
Yeah.
Well, maybe
know.
God could like turn into a bird or something and fly away.
Gar is
could
the
do that.
only one.
Mm-hmm.
Gar, have you ever used wild shape in this?
Never. Never needed to.
I want to use my climber's kit to set a safety line as we go.
That's very smart of you to do.
I
All right,
also like that.
Who is leading the charge on this? The
Beery.
figurative charge. Okay.
I also
Yeah.
take out my javelin. I flip it upside down with the point pointing towards the floor, and I wrap it.
Your Swift pulls one out of the quiver for you.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah. Swoop.
The fucking 18 javelins in the quiver. I now have 17 in the quiver.
And I flip it upside down so the point is facing towards the floor, and I wrap a piece of white cloth around the end of it and use it as like a walking stick as I go across to kind of secure myself as well.
Okay, so what exactly is the marching order here? Just so I can
I
get an
use my
idea.
stick as a walking stick.
Me first.
Okay. And there's enough room for someone to walk either behind and to the left of Beery or right next to Beery.
Am I pulling my axe beaks behind me?
And you said this is covered in ice, right?
No,
Or is it just stone?
no, it's stone. It's
I got-
really,
I got my-
it's really windy.
I got my slippery spiders. My slippers of spiders climbing.
Is it actually windy, or is it just like perceived because there's no handles and a 15,000 foot drop on the way down? I don't
Probably
know.
that.
Stomach drop.
How
This
long is
doesn't-
the bridge
this-
again?
It extends for, I would say, 200 feet.
Oh, wow, that's a really long bridge.
Jeez.
Mm-hmm. It's
Why does
the
anyone
prime-
live here? It sucks.
Swift, don't ask me.
There's no guardrails or anything. What the fuck?
There's no
I
guard.
don't-
Wait, it's not like it doesn't have like a side. It's just a straight.
Yep.
Yeah, it's a big
Flat.
flat bridge.
That's
I
great.
don't know. I mean, what are guardrails?
OSHA's not gonna be happy about that.
Who's OSHA?
Yeah.
This is 1,000% not OSHA approved.
Hmm.
I start playing with my ball bearings. No, I'm just kidding.
No. Jesus.
Absolute motherfucker.
And the campaign ends there.
Mittens, make it that way. All right.
Hey,
now
that's
roll.
one way for Swift to not have to worry about turning into a lycanthrope.
Slide off into oblivion.
Okay, are we each kind of like leading our axe beaks behind us? Is that the idea, or
Oh,
Yes.
Jesus, no. That's not what I wanted. Oh god. Oh god, hold on. I gotta fix the tokens. I just fucked them all up. Oh no.
Unbelievable.
I'm sorry. It's been 2 months since I've done this, okay?
I'm calling the cops.
Why?
Yeah, I was like,
Round
Is that a weed? I'm calling the police.
911, what's your emergency?
Okay, so Beery's leading. I suppose with your axe beaks behind you.
yes.
Who is next then?
Yes.
I'll be next.
Okay. Octavio and Crown.
I'm gonna have one token for the axe beaks be act in the way of 2. That way it's not like all jumbled up and have like 18,000 tokens of axe
Minz
beaks.
doesn't have an axe beak to worry about, so
Nope.
well, not with us. Minz has never stopped worrying about Enki.
I still have plans for Inky. Alright.
Why would it?
You keep saying that.
Minz has
Yeah,
a
he keeps
hole in his
saying it.
heart.
I think Swift will I think Swift will take up the back.
Is this why Mittens has devolved to crime? Because he just hasn't emotionally healed from Inky?
Yes.
So
Exactly
I think
that.
Swift has an idea, and Swift is going to say, I'm going to take up the back, and if anybody begins to get pushed towards the edge, please fail and be caught by my vines. And Swift is basically just saying, I'll cast Entangle underneath you so you don't get pulled off the bridge by the wind or whatever.
Thank you, Swift.
I've got 5 spell slots, so
Barry's like, I'm the least dexterous of all of you. Thank you.
Now keep in mind, we're also in pitch black, so people that don't have dark vision, what are y'all doing? You just
I
stumble
put on
around
my
in the dark?
goggles,
Lantern.
night vision.
I'm the only one that can't see at this point, so torch it is. They know we're coming.
Hold on a
That's
minute, and I pull a carrot out of my
I
out of
guess
my
dark
bag. And
vision.
Here, eat this.
You serious?
Yeah,
Are you serious?
eat it. And I put it like right by his mouth. Like, come on.
Octavio,
I can do it. Thank you.
can I have treats? Octavio,
Are
can I
you
have treats?
serious?
What do you say?
Can I have treats?
Oh, you have your goggles here.
This carrot is
Yeah.
an ice cube at this point.
Just it's an icicle then. Just
Hard as a rock.
It's frozen.
We got a carrot popsicle.
now you have dark vision.
Oh, really?
Are
Yeah.
you serious?
he's casting dark vision on you.
Okay, got it. Okay.
The material component is literally a carrot, I think.
Is it really?
A piece of dry carrot. Yeah.
That's funny.
Awesome.
It's just the
Like
insulted,
freeze-dried carrot.
Okay, what's the range on that dark vision?
Are you serious?
I think it's just normal dark
I
vision,
think
right?
it's just regular dark vision. Duration that a creature has dark vision out of range of 60 feet.
60 feet. Okay, that's solid.
But I have 90 feet, so I should be able to see everybody.
And it lasts for 8 hours.
And my goggles of night have 60 feet.
Okay, good. I already put it down for 60. All right, so. All right. 6 griffins circle above you, shrieking at your approach. They descend until they're a few hundred feet away, but come no closer. At the end of the entranceway is a 10-foot-tall barricade made of wood and stone, set with a crude gate made of thick lumber and festooned with metal blades. Gaps in the gate allow you to see an unusually tall figure in hide armor, standing 10 feet behind it, clutching a great axe. Beyond this figure is a higher ledge with 5 equally towering figures standing atop it.
Wait, is this before we make it through the bridge?
This is at the end of the bridge.
Oh, I thought it was like 200 feet away.
All this preparation is just you walk across.
Yeah. Well, we get to a gate. Now we have to.
Oh, hold on. You guys are still on the bridge.
I know, it's just
Okay.
funny.
Things have not stopped here for you guys. Like you are.
I like
still
the
very
touch of the birds.
Yeah,
Underneath.
I just thought it was gonna be like a bunch of rolls and like try to make it. It's like nope, you're already.
I think the challenging part is what's about to happen.
Yeah.
All right, so Beery, what you see, because illuminated by your goggles at night, you see a fig, and this unfortunately because it's already 9:30. We're gonna have to wrap up here. and also so I can further prep for the next session, so I don't let you guys down. But what you see is that beyond the gate, you just see a figure holding a great axe by the pommel with the blade on the ground, executioner style, and the cold mountain wind blows their cloak, and revealing the ice blue tattoos underneath, and you recognize this figure with a degree of disdain, perhaps, from passed down through your clan, that this is in fact none other than Chieftain Arn Rockfist herself.
Oh.
Rockfist.
Oh, well, now it's over.
Dang.
We're being greeted by
So-
the chieftain. That's a good sign, right? Right?
Or
Yeah,
perhaps
sure.
I don't
Yeah.
know.
being greeted or perhaps being halted. We will have
Yeah.
to see next session as
No.
we pick back up and continue the Rime of the Frostmaiden after 2 fucking months.
Hey,
Yeah,
the next
wow.
time it'll only be a week.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Okay.
Fuck, it better be.
That's
Oh,
true.
sorry.
Yeah, Jose.
What?
Yeah!
Sorry. It wasn't my fault.
Yeah, it was Disney's
Uh,
fault. Yeah, thanks,
yeah,
Disney.
exactly.
Thanks,
Fucking
Disney.
mouse.
Thanks, Disney.
Classic
Yeah.
Disney.
Right. Well, thank you everybody who joined us. We actually had a couple of viewers halfway through, but I hope you enjoyed. You had a good time. We will be back next week with the continuation of Rime of the Frostmaiden. Thank you for sticking around, even after 2 months of no gameplay. I know things are crazy with the community out there right now, but we really love this game. We really love the community and how they have stood up to evil Wizard and Hasbro. So we appreciate you all. Please stay tuned. Follow us on Twitch, Facebook, YouTube, and all the things. We usually try to stream as much as we can. Our main thing is Dungeons and Dragons on Wednesdays, and then we do some gaming other stuff on Tuesdays and Thursdays, maybe sometimes on the weekends. But with that,
Some other gaming stuff. It's been Warzone for like a past.
Warzone, yeah.
I was there.
But with that, you guys have a wonderful rest of your night and rest of your weekend. Week? Yes. See you all next week. Bye.
See ya.
See ya.